recording. I haven't quite got our Twitch channel ready. I don't know if actually my laptop can handle Twitch and recording, and I don't know, that kind of stuff. But anyway, welcome. This is Queer Questing Pulp Cthulhu, Two-Headed Serpent. This is, what is it? It's September 16th, 2023, and I am joined by my two fun players, Ray and Jaden, and they are going to introduce their characters right off the bat. And let's start with Kelsey.
I'm Jaden. I play Kelsey. Kelsey is a thief, among other things, and trying to find out what happened to their brother. And but other than that, is looking to do some badass lock picking as soon as another lock presents itself.
Nice, thank you. And then we'll go to Dr. Flo Yo.
Oh, hello. My name is Ray, and I'm playing as Dr. Flo. And she is excited to go on the rest of this journey and find out more about these creatures that we've come across, so she can use her slight anthropological background to kind of find out more about them. But she absolutely sucks at fighting, so she's a little bit terrified about fighting them.
All right, let's do.
I see how it is. I'm a muscle here.
Yeah, you're the meat shield.
Absolutely.
Let's do some housekeeping, and let's see how much luck you folks regain. So please give me each a luck roll. On a success, we'll add 1d10 plus 5 luck. On a fail, which is over your luck value, you get to roll 2d10 plus 10. So lots of luck in Pulp Cthulhu, way more than regular Cthulhu. So go ahead and give me those rolls, please. What we got? Kelsey, yay, success. So please roll 1d10 and add 5, and that will be how much luck you add. Remember, we can only go up to a max of 99.
That's better. Oh, that's so sad. Oh well.
Oh, still okay. How much do you have? What's your total?
82 now.
Yeah, you guys have luck to burn. Okay, Ray, give us a luck roll.
Yeah, I can't. I've forgotten how to find the the thing.
Can you get into your character sheet?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure your token is selected, and then hit Shift and double click on your token. That's one way. Or the second way is to go into the Journal tab on the right-hand side, the one that looks like a newspaper. Click on it, and just pull up your sheet from that right-hand interface. You have to roll down to find it. Either one.
Okay.
I also feel compelled to ask, are you planning on flinging another dead body at me? I'm just kind of curious here.
Now, can you guys see yourselves on the maps, though? Or are you sitting in the dark? Can you see yourselves in the map? I'm pulling you over to where you are.
Oh, well.
Does that help?
With me. But yes, I see this interesting looking corridor that looks like it's left over from Stargate.
Okay, so now you should be able to. So I pulled you over with my ping. Did that work?
Cool.
Yep. Click on Dr. Yo, and then hold the Shift button down and double click on Dr. Yo, and your character sheet should pop up.
Awesome.
Yep, got it? Got it. Awesome. The backup way is to look in the Journal tab. So whatever works easiest for you.
Okay. So with the luck, roll?
Yep, just give it a roll. Just click on it and roll it, and we'll see how you do. Oh, it's a success too. Okay, well, and yay. So go ahead and roll a 1d10 and add 5, and then you can add that to your luck. I think you had a crap load of luck last time.
Oh yeah, I had to burn it though.
Yeah. So 6 plus 5, 11. So go ahead and add it. What's your new total?
So what? 11 add 22, and then add it to.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, maths. Here we go.
No, we'll just add it to your base, right? So what is your base luck? What do you have right now?
38.
38? Okay, then add 11 to that. So that's what, 49?
Yeah, no. Okay.
Oh, it looks like Kelsey's going to be the lucky one today, or spending all the luck,
Yes.
the luck bank.
Yes. I
Okay.
shall be burning as much luck as I can to. Yes.
So now we still have your.
Hopefully.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, so since we have your character sheets up, we're gonna do our homebrew way of increasing skill improvements, and instead of waiting to an end of a scenario, because I don't know if we'll actually continue on after this or not. Depends, right? That we're doing it at the start of every session. We're gonna look at all the skills you have dots in. You pick the skill. You're gonna roll it, and if you fail for skill improvement, then you can roll a 1d10 and we'll add it and increase it permanently. So take a look at your your character sheet on the skill sections and see which ones you put dots next to last time, where you had a successful roll last time. I know we're a bit rusty because we missed last month, but just take your time, pull up your sheet, and let me know what skill you want to try for, and then we'll give it a roll and see if you get to improve it or not. And we're just doing one skill. And Kelsey can do two, but I'm not sure if Kelsey, if you've already done it. Thanks again for doing the notes. Kelsey gets to do two because they do the notes, and the notes were very good, so thank you.
Honestly, I don't recall.
I don't think you did because you didn't send me a message or anything, so I don't think you did improve them. So you can pick two, and we'll improve those, and then Ray can pick one, and then you can decide between the two of you who wants to do notes this time.
Yeah, Ray, any urge to do notes?
Is it okay if I say no?
Yes, it's totally fine.
Cool.
I guess I'm gonna do climb and occults.
Okay. Go ahead and roll both, and on a fail you can increase, on a success you don't.
Oh, that's why it didn't roll. I'm still in edit mode. Hey.
Yay!
I'll take that.
Great. That increases it from 32 up to 35.
And let's see how good my climb is.
Oh,
damn.
Your climb is pretty good though at 40. Okay, moving to you, Dr. Yo. Which skill did you want to try and improve?
I think I'm gonna try and improve my spot hidden. It is not great.
Great, give it a roll. That's a nice fail. So now roll 1d10, please. Okay, so bring that up to 28 from 25. Good. All right. Housekeeping is over. So just a quick summary of last time. You folks found the first well, or the collapsed capstone that was damaged by artillery shell from the battle between the Bolivian and Paraguay armies that was close to the aid camp. You descended into the well and found these interesting and very old murals of hieroglyphics that depicted a temple and a serpent person civilization in various modes, soldiers, farmers, serpent people overseeing slaves, building this temple, with a figure on top of the temple with a scepter and a crown. You managed to, as you were investigating the mural, to open up a secret passageway in the ground that led some stairs that led you into an underground maze of tunnels. Thanks to Dr. Yo playing the stone flute that you took off the body of one of the soldiers that attempted to ambush you in the very first episode. Playing the notes on that flute opened up and lit up this trigger that opened up the stairway. You went down into the tunnels, and you came to an intersection. And as you were at this one intersection, you saw a monstrosity, and you were able to hide from it, and you followed it to the next intersection, about 5 miles away. And there you followed the monstrosity into a similar well where it was battling some of those Bolivian soldiers. And it was pursuing them up the well. And bodies were falling. I think Kelsey got smacked by a body. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I got. In fact, I believe I got hit for D6 worth of damage from that said body flying at me.
Yeah, exactly. You set up a makeshift kind of trap or warning trigger of string and cans to signal if that monstrosity was coming back your way. You headed back down to the passages and you continued back the way you came to that first intersection, and then you followed the tunnel to the next intersection. You found yourself in this particular corridor. So if we look at this pentagon, just want to bring it up for folks. You'd saw on the mural this kind of pentagon kind of diagram at the nexus that was kind of like a map, almost like a subway map of where the different lines go. And you folks were, I believe, at D, or that first little green circle between D and E. You followed the monstrosity up north. And then when you came back, you headed to this gold square, and that's where you currently are. This other kind of nexus, and there you found even more interesting. And if you look on the picture, this is the best I could find for stealing art. Another kind of, and I'll just ping it. This one right here. Another kind of. Come on, pinger. Where's my ping? Yeah, let's say this is kind of the control panel with mural and more information, where Dr. Flo did a fantastic archaeology anthropology roll and figured out that pentagram diagram with the power lines going through it, that if one more of those power lines collapses, then the protections for the temple would collapse as well. That's how we kind of ended it last time. So you're in this kind of nexus of this underground labyrinth of tunnels. What would you like to do?
Well, uh, Dr. Flo, if you think we need to take down one more of those lines to get access to the temple, shall we go do it?
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
I just want to remind you folks that I'm assuming Dr. Yo's going to have a watch, or one of you has a watch. It is approximately about 1 in the morning all that took.
Excellent. Very late. Well, it's a good thing we don't need sleep in Pulp Cthulhu now, isn't it?
I think we're so like, because we saw the creature, we're so like full of that energy that we just can't sleep, and we're just, we saw
Too
it and we were
terrified
like,
to sleep. I can go with that.
exactly. Yeah.
But that brings up a very good point. If you don't rest, then there will be consequences down the line. There will be fatigue issues because you've now been up
Ooh.
since, I believe, 6 in the morning you first got up.
Ooh.
So you guys are getting a little tired, a little punchy, and because of the long trek between the points between the E and the D and getting to this particular nexus, I mean, that was a couple hours of hiking, right? Or going through these long passages very carefully. So there will be a physical toll, and we'll start adding penalty dices if you don't take care of your physical health. Again, Dr. Yo, come on, well, who am I talking to?
Yeah, in my expert doctor opinion.
Tell me you're not a podiatrist.
No, chiropractor.
In the jungle, working for the Red Cross.
Exactly.
Great. Yeah. You can take care of the blisters on my feet if you truly are a podiatrist.
Yeah. Exactly.
But
Doctor of English. Yeah.
Well,
I guess we're gonna have to take rest unless any of us, because we had coffee at the camp, right? Did any of us like take it with us? or have we already drunk it?
I'm pretty sure that any coffee has been drunk a long, long time ago.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't
We
have to
have.
rest. I'm just saying that there will be consequences once you get a little tired and punchy,
Mm.
right? Like
Yeah.
anyone who
I
stays
think.
up for 24
Hey,
hours.
hey, I've got some alcohol because that totally works too, right?
There you go. Because I'm thinking, right, as a doctor, um, she would have, I would have stuff in my bag to combat this, right?
Oh,
Mm?
Oh, you're talking
Um,
maybe
like
maybe.
speed
like
or something?
caffeine pills.
Yeah. That's the PG version of what I was thinking, but yeah. Because of the time period and stuff, they would have used, cocaine for everything. So, I mean, we could go with caffeine pills or something. So I could
Well,
rummage in my bag and see if she has anything.
Go ahead, roll luck and let's see if you do.
Okay. Oh, my luck is really low right now as well.
I can't roll this one for you. It's
Oh,
your bag.
fantastic.
But hey,
Yep,
you
Yeah.
made
there
it.
you
Oh
go.
gosh.
Yes,
Awesome.
you do have some kind of stimulant, whatever stimulant you choose.
Okay. Awesome. Okay.
I'll
So we
take
have
a
Vitamin
an
B
non-addictive
shots.
one,
stimulant.
please.
Yeah. Unnamed stimulant. Yeah. So maybe yeah. And we have, because I've rolled luck, we have enough for both of us.
Okay, so can you, depending on your metabolism, let's have you both roll a 1d4 to see how many hours that particular stimulant will last in your body.
Ooh.
2 hours, sure.
Two. Oh
Oh,
no!
bad drugs you've bought in, yo.
Maybe
Did
she's
they?
so
Did
used
you?
to them. They.
Did they like expire in your bag or something?
Yeah. 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 I think because she's taken them so much, she's just built up tolerance and it.
Oh my God, Dr. Yo has an addiction. All right, good to know. Abuse
Yeah.
that you got from doing your residency, apparently, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, all those late nights having to stay up doing exams and stuff. Yeah, she had to get through it somehow.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
fair dues.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
Just
so
like Dr. Franklin, it's all good.
what's next then?
Well, I say, well, we've got these stimulants. We go and take down the other line
Yeah,
and then figure out where we're at. And I don't know, maybe see if you can like dig through your bag for more.
yeah, yeah. I think that's a good idea because I'm concerned about that creature that's knocking about.
Yeah. I don't like the idea of sleeping and
Mhm.
finding it on top of
Mhm.
us while we're like asleep.
Mhm.
That would suck. So yeah, I guess let's go and so which way?
So we've been to the like green spot in between D and E.
Yeah, you've been to D and D is where you started.
Right.
E was where that formless thing was fighting Bolivian soldiers. And you're now in the Golden Square.
Cool.
Didn't we also go to the spot between A and E?
Nope,
Yeah.
Am I
you guys
remembering that
backtracked.
wrong?
You guys backtracked.
Okay.
Okay.
Because the
Well,
thought was that you want to get to that one nexus where you are now, where there was no connecting points, and that something special would be there. And you're quite right, something special is here. This isn't just um, an intersection, as you know. Last time, it's not one of the ordinary intersections. This is actually a control room, as you can see there in the drawing. It's much more than just an intersecting of tunnels with a subway map. It's almost like a grand central station to a certain extent, right? Like it's a
mm,
larger chamber. There's more alien technology. Dr. Yo did really well at examining that big round oval screen in front of them, and so this is really almost like a control center. It's much more elaborate than any of the intersections you've come across in this tunnel complex. Now you could spend time and study it if you wanted to, right? But we're talking not just 10, 15 minutes, right? If you really want to get in there and study it, then that's something you could also do and see if you would have some success as you look at the symbology of this language, this alien language. You've been doing pretty well with your roles so far, so it's really kind of up to you folks if you want to continue onwards. Did you want to do more study in this room? Whatever you feel like. It's your story.
Well, it's so sad that there's only two of us, because I was going to say split the party, but with only two, I'm not really enthusiastic about going alone and leaving you here alone. That sounds like a very bad plan.
Now the other thing,
in seconds.
the other thing to consider too is if Dr. Yo wants to spend some time to study, because Dr. Yo's health is pretty okay. I think Kelsey, you were hurt. You could rest and then gain some health back, right? That's the other option too, right? But if you want to just get going, then obviously you're not going to recover any health because you're active. You're not taking time to rest, right?
We currently have the stimulants in our system, so
yeah.
I say we use it and then come back here and study. How's that work for you, Dr. Flo?
Yeah, because we want to find that line, don't we, to try and
I'm thinking that if we try to hurry, we can probably get to the area, the green circle between B and C.
Yeah, I was thinking that direction.
And then get back here, hopefully before your stimulants wear off, and then I'll rest while you look around, or maybe we both end up having to rest.
Yeah, I like the idea. Use the stimulants while we got them. See what we can do, because I'm again concerned about that creature flying about, and I kind of want to, if we can solve that issue, you know.
Yeah, and if we end up resting in this chamber, then we can rig up another system of something to give us an alert, maybe further down each of the tunnels. In fact, in the tunnel section between the green circle at B and C and this chamber, we can set up something like halfway in between, and then with whatever's left of my stimulants, I can run down the other close tunnel and crap. But there's 4 of them. Shit. Fuck it. Let's just go. We only live once.
Yeah.
So your traveling time between will be about an hour for each little leg.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, like it's not a small area. It's not like, 10, 15
Yeah.
minutes. It will take you an hour to do from where you are to C. If you're going all the way to B, that's going to be 2 hours, right? So just so you have time frame in your mind and account for how long your stimulants work.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Dr. Flo's stimulants are going to run out before we get back. So I say we go hit the button and at least set up something in the short distance between that green circle that we're going to and this chamber.
Okay, can one of you just roll me an intelligence check? Doesn't matter who.
Oh, hang on. Oh, okay. Mine's quite high, so unless yours is.
So is mine, but yours is probably higher.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, greater than 75?
No, mine's lower than 75.
Great. Fuck me.
Oh!
Nope, don't have any fucking clue.
Well, we are sleep deprived, so that checks out.
All right, well, let's have Dr. Yo roll intelligence too. As you guys are kind of sitting there. Oh my god! What the hell? Those speed pills are not working well with your mind. All right, we got 2 failures. That's too bad. Okay.
Come on, what could we possibly lose? Let's go!
All right.
Woo!
All right.
Yeah, I guess we're just gonna take that hike over to the closest green circle that we haven't been to.
All right. So that's going to be the one between B and C.
Yep.
Okay. So let me just get my little roller out. Okay.
This doesn't sound good. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's kind of unfortunate looking. Um, but
Ooh,
Julian,
we're
is
gonna
there anything
die.
we need to worry about right this second?
Oh wow, that's great.
Oh
Oh
dear fucking gods.
no. We're dead.
No. As you guys take the hour trek to go over to that circle over here, when you get there, you have to climb over some rubble. It seems like yeah, there's some rubble that covers part of the intersection. The murals that you saw in the previous intersection has been destroyed. You can still pass over it, but it becomes rough terrain. And this part of the tunnel system is, like I said, in a lot more debilitated kind of condition. Like I said, some of the walls are starting to collapse and a little bit more old, worn, and debilitated. So when you come to that intersection, you don't have the map that you saw in the other two previous intersections or the main control. It has been destroyed
Which
by a
means that
collapse of the
there's
tunnel.
no crown to push because it's already buried or destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh, this is really disappointing. Um, what do you think? Should we go to the next section?
I mean, I think that's the only thing we can do because if it's destroyed, then there's no. Yeah. So I think we could dig for it, but then there is the risk that it is destroyed rather than buried. So yeah, I think to save time, go to the next one.
Right. Well, how exactly are we feeling? Besides a little
One
itchy
hour's
around the
one
edges.
hour's gone by, so now Dr. Yo is feeling a little bit whatever. But you wanna
Deprived.
you wanna take another stimulant?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna warn you that every time you take a stimulant, you may feel
Mm,
okay physically, you may feel a little pep up, but there will be consequences, right, to taking a stimulant. So you won't have any penalties on physical things, but when you start getting into mental things, you're going to start facing a situation when you may take penalties for mental acts or tests or skill tests or
eh,
something like that.
uh,
okay.
well, actually, before you take anything else, why don't we contemplate this map and see if there's any place where we can, like, feasibly rest?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm kind of having vague thoughts that if this section is broken down, then the area at sea might also be the well at sea. So the creature might not go there because everything's broken,
Ah.
and we might have a better chance of actually resting there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah. Because if it's broken, then maybe the creature's already been there and that's what broke it. So then they won't go back on themselves. Yeah. Good idea.
So,
Okay.
Dr. Yo, are you
Well,
taking another stimulant? If so, we'll have you roll 1d4 to see how long the second stimulant lasts.
Yeah, because how long will it take to get to the area that we want to get to?
To get to point C, it'll take you another hour.
Okay.
And
Yeah. In that case,
Kelsey's
I think
stimulant
we
will
might.
end at that point, too.
Yeah. Might need to
Need a little
because
pick me
obviously
up?
mine's already run off. Yeah.
yes.
Just
A
to
little
get me
pepper
there.
pill? A little pepper pill? Okay, go ahead and roll 1d4 to see how long this stimulant works.
Okay. Please be good. Oh come on.
I
Wow,
don't
you
know,
built
sir.
up a tolerance through med school, haven't
Oh
you?
yeah.
All right, one more hour. So you both are pepped up until
Okay.
you get to point C.
Cool.
Okay, let me do a little roly here. Oh, that's no fun. That's better fun. All right. Yeah, nothing really occurs as you get to point C, but as you get to point C, again, you're in the subterranean tunnel labyrinth. As you guys get to point C, and you look for a similar mechanism with the crown button. This area, unlike the other ones, they're not lit up, they're not illuminated. It seems like that mechanism where the serpentine kind of carvings or runes in the walls that were lit up before have faltered, no doubt due to whatever has caused the tunnel damage below. So there's debris around this one. It's not completely blocked off, but that immediate kind of crown symbol that you were able to find easily and activate to go up into the wall, you don't see it here offhand. You can definitely search for it though. See if you can find another way to get that mechanism to open up on the floor of the well so you can ascend into the well if you like. Or if you're happy just to keep it closed, that's fine too.
I'm thinking just leave it as is and then let's just see if there's like a little crevice that we can each like sleep in. So if the creature does come by, that it's less likely to notice us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah, because then we can always like investigate once we've slept and you know.
Exactly. So.
Okay, so you're at point C. So just go ahead and tell me how your plan to rest. You're both low flag. The stimulants have worn off. Are you gonna sleep like just rest at the same time, or someone gonna take watch? It is approximately 3 a.m. according to Dr. Yo's watch.
Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rummage around my bag for stuff that we can make an alarm with.
Good idea.
And I say we just rest at the same time because really there's only two of us, so it doesn't really make any sense to post watch. Because it'll take absolutely forever for us to both get enough rest.
Yeah. Yeah, and we could always just like power nap, like for a good like I don't know, 20 minutes or something if it you know.
I'm not sure how that works here, but we can do something. And yeah, so can I roll luck to see if I can like cobble together stuff in my bag?
Please do. What skill would you use for that?
Ooh.
Or just rolling luck?
I was just gonna roll luck with like the random crap I've got in my bags and all. So
sure,
yes,
no problem.
I've got enough noisy stuff to string together, and looks like we're good for now.
Nice. Yeah, empty cans and stuff and string. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just gonna find something that's like off the pathway, at least to whatever extent I can, and just crash here.
Okay, what's your health at right now, Kelsey? How much are you down by?
Down by 10. I've got 11 of 21.
Okay, Dr. Yo, what's your health?
Where is health?
It's in the top part of your character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your standard, like character sheets.
It looks like she's at full health.
I thought they took some damage from falling debris, but maybe you helped that.
We might have dodged and been lucky.
Okay, cool. So if you have full health, do you want to take a chance and do a medicine check and maybe help heal Kelsey?
Oh, of course, because I am a doctor. Duh.
You are a doctor.
Didn't think of that.
And not really a podiatrist. So
yeah.
Go ahead, give us a medicine check. Oh, hey, but you have luck, so you can turn that luck with spending 5 luck. You can make that a success. 70 out of 75. So you want to do that. So then go ahead and roll 1d4. And that will be the amount of... Oh, nice. 3 hit points for Kelsey to regain from the good doctor.
Yay!
Woo!
And depending on how long you sleep, now the healing is a little bit faster in Pulp Cthulhu than regular Cthulhu. If your natural healing will increase to 2 points per day if you rest the entire time, unless someone has a quick healer talent. Does anyone have quick healer talent? So check your talents.
No.
Dr. Yo might. I don't know. I haven't looked at Dr. Yo's sheet in a while.
I've only got quick study and lucky.
Oh, well, and still, it's good to refresh your memory, folks, about what your talents are, because they do come in handy. Oh, look at that! Listen, you need to roll 1d10 because you have lucky. You should gain an extra 1d10 luck points. So roll that now, and let's add that to your luck.
Okay. Yeah.
Gain 1d10 luck points when you do luck recovery roll. Great, fantastic.
Okay.
Add that back into your luck. That helps a lot.
Ooh. Press that wrong. Sorry.
No problem. No problem. And your quick study, if you did do any kind of studying of any of the murals or anything down the road, you get to have that. I mean, it says have time to read books, but we would apply that to reading runes and studying the murals and stuff like that. I think that would make a lot of logical sense. All right. So you guys are both going to rest. I'm trying to figure out how long you guys rest. It's not like you have alarms or anything. It's underground. It's kind of dark and dank. You have your alarm system set up. You're both fairly tired because it's 3 a.m. Depending on what kind of control you have. How long did you want to rest? Again, it's dark. You don't have the sun anywhere.
The real question is, how long do we need to rest before we don't have any penalties for lack of rest?
Yeah. I'd say at least 8 hours.
Okay, full night.
Well,
right.
I mean, kind of, yeah. Makes sense, right? I mean, it's even tougher in Call of Cthulhu.
I say,
but if you don't want to, if you only want to do a cat nap of an hour or two, that's up to you as well. But you won't get the benefit of gaining any points back, so it's up to you. But you got quite a couple already.
Actually, I'm kind of inclined to do the whole 8 hours. What do you think, Dr. Flo?
Yeah, if we do the whole 8 hours, it will take us to 11 in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good because then we'll actually, daylight when we eventually do sort everything out. Might be helpful.
It really depends on how much longer we're down here, but yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe the 8 hours because then we can actually work with a full brain and not one that's slightly.
Let's just sleep and see how we go.
Cool.
Can you guys both give me a power check?
Sure.
Whoa!
No. What's happened?
Oh, wow!
Are you dead now?
No, you're not. You're not dead at all. Okay, hang on. I need to do. Can't believe you guys both failed. Holy shit! Did anyone want? I guess. I mean, help me out here, Kelsey. Can you use luck on power rolls? I'm not sure if you can, and I don't think you can.
I'm
or do you?
Sure that any of the stats, that's a no.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too. Oh, okay. All right. Let's say about. Just roll this other thing here. Okay, so 3 hours into your sleep, a loud explosion happens that rocks you to the freaking core. It wakes you up. Guess I could do the sound effect. And things start rocking and shaking. It wakes you up, and debris is starting to fall. Both of you, as you kind of come to, um, and there's an explosion, and then the shaking of all the ground. Everyone, give me a dodge roll with the penalty dice, because you wouldn't have been fully aware of what goes on.
Oh dear, that's not good.
Oh, mine's really low
And
as
click a
well.
penalty dice on it.
Oh, don't worry, I will.
And make sure your character sheets are on verbose for when you're rolling.
On verbose.
Yeah.
Okay.
This makes things a little easier. Wow. Okay.
Not good.
All right. So,
Actually, for 71 versus 57, I'd like to burn that luck.
okay.
What else is that luck good for?
Yeah, exactly. Burn it. So what is that? Was that like was it
14.
14? 14 luck? Oh, you got luck to burn for days.
I've got a lot of luck, and this is what it's good for. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, Dr. Yo does not have. Well, I mean, that would be a hell of a lot of. That'd be like, was it 39 points of luck, which I don't think you have, Dr. Yo.
49 points of lux.
Something
Oh,
like that,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
49, 39, something like that. So unfortunately, please roll me a 1d6, because you're going to get hit by some of that debris from this explosion and
Oh.
shaking earthquake. Pardon me.
Oh.
Yeah, you get thunked. Hey, roll me a 1d20. Let's figure out what part of your body gets hit. 20?
It's
Isn't
it's
that your
the
head?
head, isn't it?
That's your
I'm almost
head.
positive that's the head.
Oh
Oh
no!
Uh,
Oh, you're now
um,
concussed.
no! Concussed
Holy.
and tincture mode. Woo!
yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I might not be fantastic at first aid, but can I do some first aid on that?
Yeah, just hang on one sec. Check. That is the head, right? I'm looking down my
I
little.
am looking at the optional hit locations, and 20 is indeed the head.
Oh,
Wow. Okay, you're
no.
bleeding profusely. You're kind of
Ooh.
not. Let's.
Head
That,
wounds always bleed
yeah.
profusely. I'm not that worried about that, but yeah, the whole concussed part, that part
Mm-hmm.
is a little problematic.
Yep. Go
Yep,
ahead and
sounds
roll a first aid, please, Kelsey.
Yay!
Thank
Yay.
God.
All right. So let's see here. First aid. Pulp Cthulhu, you get a little bit more first aid than what you would get in
In regular Cthulhu, it's just D1 for a successful first aid, but I don't remember offhand what it is in
no,
Pulp.
first aid. In addition, successful first aid and medicine healing is increased to 1d4 hit points. So go ahead and roll 1d4. Kelsey, we'll have you do it since you were healing.
4 points.
Oh,
Hey,
there
got
you
everything
go.
back.
Yeah. Wow. Best laid plans by the game runner. Keeper. Destroyed. Anyway, yeah, so thankfully Kelsey's able to bandage you up, stem the wound from bleeding, and it's but a scratch.
Yeah, just a scratch. Speaking of which, how concussed is Dr. Yo still?
Yeah.
No, well, with that roll and that hard success, not at all. Just a
Oh, good.
scratch. You're not concussed. Thank goodness you had a hard success first aid. That would
It's
counteract
because you got
any.
such high luck.
Yes, exactly. Now, so it's you slept for what I believe 3 hours. So it's
3 hours
now
for it,
6
yes.
a.m.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you don't get your healing just yet because your sleep was interrupted, also because your failed power roll. But you guys are now dealing with that. Like, go ahead and roleplay it out. The explosion and the
Uh,
earthquake.
do we have any idea of where the explosion came from, or if this is an earthquake? I mean, we are in a war zone, so you know it could be either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, someone want to give me like a listen check?
Absolutely.
Yeah, yours is higher than mine, so I'm not even gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, you should totally do it just for a check, if
Uh,
nothing else.
okay, well, here we go. Oh!
Don't worry, you'll get it eventually. But for now, do I have any sensation of where the explosion
Well,
and
you
or
know that
earthquake came from?
it wasn't an earthquake. It was a detonation of some kind of explosive like dynamite with a success.
Okay.
And yeah, and that it was because of the hearing. It's just a success, just a regular success. I'm not going to give you much more than that.
Well, in that case, I'll tell Dr. Flo. Yeah, that's an explosion, and I'm not sure where it's coming from. What do you think? Do you want to try continuing to rest here with the flying debris, or go someplace else?
Leg it as fast as possible. Don't wanna get another concussion.
Right. I will gather up the stuff that I used for my alarm, and why don't we hike to the area between A and B and hit the button over there at that intersection,
Yeah. Yeah.
and see if we can like figure out either a place to rest there or hit one of the other two wells.
Yeah. And hope that it's quite far away from the explosion location.
Yes, we can hope, but we could be wrong. Yes,
Yeah.
but for now, let's go. Is there more falling debris in the tunnels?
Absolutely, there is.
Oh crap.
And
Well,
I'm gonna make some rolls.
let's go carefully, shall we?
Okay, so you're backtracking back to that first circle, and you're gonna head to that second green circle by A and B,
Yeah, we're
to the
heading over to
intersections. Or are you guys
yeah,
just gonna
this.
try and cut down to C and B directly? Go from C directly to B.
Oh, we could do that.
Yeah.
Is that any shorter? I just assumed that it would take 2 hours, just like
Yeah, but it's going to
hiking
cost you
these two legs.
equal amount of time, right? If you go to the green circle, that's an hour. The second green circle is an hour, and then over to B is 3 hours. If you go C to B, I think that would just be 2 hours actually. Looking at it, it'd be
Well,
shorter.
if we're going to like just move over there and just try resting before doing anything else, that I guess that makes sense. So, how do you feel about just going to B instead?
Yeah, because if it isn't completely destroyed over there, then at least like we can investigate a bit.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that and proceed carefully and yeah. So, do I need like spot rolls or listen rolls for more falling debris?
Well, I'm gonna just roll to see if any of my best laid plans work. And yeah, you're able to in 2 hours get to B with no complications at all. No falling debris. You're luckily enough you're spotting it as you go along. And as you get to B, this area seems a little bit better than the C area. Um, Go ahead and so you arrive at a B right there on the
Yep.
map. So that's where you are. And it seems to be in relatively good condition because I failed on my shitty rolls. And go ahead, anyone, as you're arriving to that particular point, again, it mirrors what you've seen before. Give me a spot hidden by anybody. But just one of them, please.
Sure.
One of you.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ah! Okay. The only good roll I've had.
All right, we'll take that. But when I say just one, I want you guys to choose who's going to do it. Okay?
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
That's okay.
Right.
We'll take Dr. Flo. Dr. Flo, you find the same mechanism that you found in where the well you came under. If you wanted to, you can find it. It looks like it's operational. The lights on the runes in this particular area, this point B, um, seem to be operational. And if you wanted to open up the trap door, assuming you're making a lot of assumptions, all you have to do is press the crown icon. Do you press it?
Okay.
I'm going to grab her hand before she pushes the button.
Yeah, concussed Dr. Yo seeing a button is obviously gonna, need
Um,
some pulling away from it.
why don't we finish resting first and then press the button?
Okay, it's about 8 a.m. in the morning.
I'm fine with that. We're underground. It doesn't matter that much. What do you say we sleep some more and then you can press the button?
Yeah, how much rest do we need? Do we know?
You
Five
need another
hours.
5 hours, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's not too bad.
So yeah, I'll tuck myself into whatever corner and set up the little alarm system with the stuff that I collected from the last corridor.
Okie dokie. Okay, and you're able to rest without anything happening to you folks. Okay. So you wake up at, let's see, 5 more hours. What is that? 1 p.m.? Is my math right? 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.? Yep, that should be 5 hours. According to Dr. Yo's watch. So, Kelsey, you'll gain, I believe it's 2 points.
Yay!
The points back. Yep, 2 points. And Dr. Yo, you're at full health, so you're fine, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and
I'm
you've
going to
slept
assume
off
that my
any weirdness from the stimulants also, so you won't have any adverse effect from those.
Good.
Except next time you go to a frat party, there you go. Party tricks.
So I shouldn't be challenging Dr. Yo to any beer pong then?
Maybe not.
Okay. Now, Dr. Flo, you can press the button.
Okay, so I'm worried about what's gonna happen, but yeah, we'll press the button. She goes in and punches it. She's been desperate to press it.
Desperate to press it. Okay. So yeah, as you press it, contact with your hand, you feel a small tingling on your flesh. Okay. Please remove 1 magic point from your list. Or your magic point total.
Yep.
And then slowly the slab above you, opens up to reveal the base of that particular well. Again, it's dark. And we haven't really talked about lights during all this, but as you ascend, there's no lights in this particular bottom of the well. It mimics what you saw in the first well that you descended down. So you don't have the benefit of the ambient lights of the ley lines in the tunnels. It is completely dark here. Okay, so you'll have to use, I believe you have flashlights or a torch or something. What is it again? What light sources do you folks have in your equipment?
We've got flashlights. Wait,
Yeah.
are we going up the well? Is that what we're?
It's
Or
up
I
to
thought
you.
we were disabling the. I thought we were going to disable the other protection for the temple and go get into the temple already.
Yeah, I thought that's what the button did, right?
Or do we need to? Or is this button different than the one at the intersections? Do we know that?
Yeah, so this button, just so remember, when you were in the well, you came down the stairs, you came to the bottom of the well, you had the big mural, and you managed to, with the flute, open up this opening in the floor that revealed a stairway that led to this underground tunnel complex, right?
Right.
And there was a crown icon in the underground tunnel that opened it up from the underneath. Then you went down the tunnel to those intersections, and you only saw maps, like subway maps, that gave you an idea that it's pentagrams with way stations and that sort of thing, right? But you didn't turn off. I mean, you haven't found the mechanism that turns on or off. These little crown items are just really to. It's a mechanism to open up that secret passageway to get into the tunnel labyrinth complex.
Right.
You're not
Okay.
turning anything on and off.
So, in other words, we need to get to the intersections to press those crowns to disable the protections on the temple.
Well, I haven't told you anything like that, so if that's your character's kind of hypothesis, then that's your character's hypothesis.
Yeah, that's my character's hypothesis. Any objections there, Doctor?
Nope. Nope.
If you've got a better idea, I'm totally down to hear it.
Dr. Yo, can you give me a luck roll, please?
Luck.
Or even do it.
Luck. Okay, shoppa. Oh.
So close and yet so very far.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Did
you
you?
can't use luck to improve
Oh.
luck.
Oh, you can't. Oh,
No.
that's a shame.
Of course, no. It's just no, you can't. No. Nice try.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna ask again. You guys both give me intelligence rolls, please. Let's see if maybe connect some dots now that you're here at Site B. Yay! Thank God. Extreme success and hard success.
Sleep helped.
All right.
Yeah, apparently.
So, both of you look at each other and have this eureka moment where you connect what you saw at the control room that showed 2 of the way stations had failed in power. You only needed one more to be disconnected for the whole protections around the temple to end. Again, pentagrams are symbolic of protection and occult, usually. And you made the connection that the first one was the actual capstone that had runes and symbology on it that the first artillery shell from the battle site destroyed. And then you heard a second explosion that was in the direction of where you followed the formless thing to fight those other soldiers. Makes sense that the soldiers blew that capstone up with dynamite and went down the well. You heard a third explosion while you were trying to sleep. So, Eureka, it sounds like the soldiers probably blew up one of these other ones. That would be a logical conclusion, especially with extreme success.
Oh.
So that connects up to Dr. Yo's finding that if 3 go down, the protections are off. Makes sense?
In that case, why don't we go quickly back to the temple area?
Yeah. That was okay.
Either one of you can give me a spot hidden roll, please.
I'll do it.
I was gonna say you do it, yep.
Hang on a second. I think my talent says bonus die to spot hidden.
Yeah,
so.
go ahead. Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
Oh, yeah. That makes it 17, so hard success.
As you look up this particular well, you cannot spot even a pinprick of sunshine. Remember, these wells are the size of the Empire State Building. It takes hours to descend and ascend. This one, though, with your eagle eyes, Kelsey, you can assume that this one has not been blown up, because you can't even see a pinprick of sunlight. Whereas the first one you came in, where the capstone was totally destroyed by the artillery shell, you always saw at least a tiny pinprick of sunlight at the very top of this well when you descended it. So this one, B, is still intact. Just so you know.
Good to know. So when the time comes to escape, that we're probably going to want to use D, possibly C, and maybe E. Am I remembering those right?
D is the first one you came down. D is the one you came down.
That one's open.
E is the one that you saw the soldiers battle the formless thing at.
Where I got hit with the flying body, yeah. And C is the one where we were just under when possibly it was exploding above us, maybe?
You were, because you only had one success. I couldn't give you information on what the location was, only that it was the sound of explosives. So you don't know that.
If nothing else, we absolutely know that D and E are open. So when we need to leave, that's where we need to leave through. But for now, let's go back to the Gold Square intersection, shall we?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so it's going to take you 2 more hours to get there. Let me
Yep.
just see if fun things happen or not. Yes, fun things do happen.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Great. This
Do I
is where
get a listen and/or spot on that?
Yeah, go ahead. Are you in the league, Kelsey?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I've
Yeah.
been designated the meat shield, right?
Okay. Yeah.
You're
Wait.
the muscle, right? So.
Yeah.
Hard success.
Hard success.
Oh, and I get a bonus, so no, bonus doesn't help me. But hard success is still good.
Yeah, hard success is still good. So when you get to that green corridor right here, right, you look down in
Yeah.
this direction, more northerly towards A, and you see something that is a lump, a mangled lump. And as you get closer, you see that is the remains, and because you did a hard success, remains of at least 3 bodies. And you can kind of, with the hard success, you can see that they used to be human. And they look like they're partly digested human. It's like a human body that's been put through a vat of acid and then dumped. And there's just a mound of them. So essentially, it's an excrement pile from one of those formless things of
Oh, crap.
soldiers. It kind of passed through its digestive tract and shit out.
Um, so what you're saying is that these things aren't housebroken.
No, not at all. No cat litter, and that's no, no, 9-9. Not so much. No, no cat litter there.
Right. I will point that out to Dr. Flo, and it's like, yeah, that the creature had some bodies for breakfast, lunch, and their shout out remains are right out over there, which means that it's probably close by. Do we have? Can we like check them out and see if we can get any sense of how long ago this pile of excrement appeared?
Sure, let's have Dr. Yo do a medicine check.
Cool.
Should be their expertise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just from looking at the rate of not decomposition, but really acid damage. That would put you, say, about, looks fairly fresh. Probably 2 hours max ago.
Okay. So it was there about 2 hours ago. We know how long it takes for us to walk places. We don't know how long it takes for it to travel, right?
Yeah, you have.
Actually, can I do an intelligence or knowledge roll? Because I watched it move a while back.
Yeah, for sure.
So would that be intelligence or education?
I think it'd be intelligence.
Okay.
Because you also don't know what the species is. Wow, really good intelligence. Yeah. What are you trying to suss out again? It's speed?
Approximately its speed, yeah, because I watched it move as its bulk was so big, blocking out the ley line lights.
Yeah, I'd say you'd say that was probably its normal speed was comparable. I mean, you guys followed it, so it moves, I would say, faster than you folks normally would at a normal pace. I would say it moves at a jog, kind of a human value of a jog, for its normal pace down the tunnel when you were following it and it was unaware of your presence. Most likely, if it was alert and chasing something, it could move quite faster, especially since this is its kind of habitat.
So, because I'm thinking 2 hours, so we know how long, like, is it from each of the little points is like an hour, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, each of the legs of this thing is an hour, unless we're talking the outer part of the pentagon, which is 2 hours.
Yeah. So for us, that's how it works. But seeing as it goes at about our jog, does that mean it's like half the time for it?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay. So it's only one of
Which
those inner points away from us. Great.
What do you guys want to do?
I say we go to the temple and just proceed carefully. Because if it's had 2 hours, it could easily be like it could easily be anywhere right now.
Mhm.
Especially if it's doing a patrol.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking that we just go and keep our eyes peeled and listen carefully and hope to hell we have hiding spaces if we find them.
Yeah, because it doesn't leave any tracks, does it, of any kind? Does it? Because obviously it floats, so it's not going to leave any footprints or anything. But does it leave like a smell or something or
Do you want to
anything that
roll
we can?
tracking? Do you have tracking?
Ooh, good question.
Uh,
RS. Ooh, tracking, yeah, but really, really low.
Better than a 10?
Yeah, no, I have only got a 10.
That's the base score.
Okay.
Uh, well, one of us might want to try it, so use your
You
idea
guys
for us
can
to
both
try it.
try it. You can both try it and see if you get lucky. Go ahead.
No.
Aww.
Yeah. So make sure
That's...
you guys are putting your dots on your successes, right? When you
Yeah.
do successes.
Oh,
I always forget to do that. And Kelsey always has
yeah,
to
I
remind
forgot.
me. All right. Unfortunately, yeah, you can't tell which direction it went from its shit pile. So yeah, I don't know.
Um,
Are you feeling lucky?
I say I'm feeling lucky. Let's go. Um, but let's go carefully.
Yeah.
All right. So where are you headed? Does this change your target, or are you still going back to the control room?
No, I'm thinking, yeah, the controller and the gold square.
Okay.
Same.
Alrighty. Let me just give it a little roll. And I failed, so you make it back to the control room where your tokens are safely. Back to this chamber right here. You're
Awesome.
back.
Excellent.
Yes.
Awesome.
And it's illuminated from the alien technology within it, so you don't have to waste your batteries or anything in here.
Cool.
Yep. So
Right.
again,
Well,
this is again the central display.
Yes.
yeah, I am just gonna position myself to keep my eyes peeled down any of the four corridors that intersect here.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'll stand guard while Dr. Yo uh, works works their magic.
Awesome. Yeah, because so we're assuming that the three things that we were trying to dismantle to stop working they've that's been done, right?
Well, let's see if you can
From the
interpret the alien controls and runes on this display kind of control panel thing. So
okay.
I think you were using anthropology before, weren't you? Or what were you using before?
Yeah, anthropology. Yeah.
And don't forget that. So if we're talking, you're a quick study talent. So depending on how long you're going to take to look at this, examine this, what do you think as far as spending time?
I think maybe because we want to figure out like as much as possible so that we can get it to stop working. So maybe like an hour or something.
Okay, because you're at 3 o'clock right now. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, according to your watch. So you're going to study it till 4 p.m.?
Yeah, and with the quick study, does that mean it's halved?
No, 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 not at all.
Okay, yeah, no, I think an hour would be enough.
Like, I'm just saying, by you studying it for an hour, you'll get the benefit of what a normal person would study for 2 hours.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that.
So I will give you a bonus on your anthropology roll.
Awesome.
Okay, so you roll a
Awesome.
bonus
Okay.
die. And go ahead and do an anthropology roll if that's what you want to do. As you're kind of, again, examining the control panel, its lights that
Yeah,
are,
because
its runes.
we've been using anthropology, but it's just because her education is so high that I want to use that. But I guess,
What is your
yeah, anthropology.
anthropology?
30. I've just been very lucky.
I think that's where you burned most of your luck, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I donate some luck to Dr. Yo?
Yep.
Mm. I mean, yeah, I can roll the anthropology, and I might have enough luck to burn.
Check it out. Let's roll it and see where you're at first.
Okay.
And you have a bonus die, so that's plenty.
Ooh.
So go ahead and roll
That's
your bonus
very
die.
close.
Okay, so bonus. Oh.
Fantastic. That's an 8.
Oh,
You don't
no,
need
that's
anybody.
an
Oh no, it's a
8.
good thing.
That's
Okay,
8.
it's a good thing. Okay.
So give yourself make sure you check it out as a success.
Awesome.
Fantastic. So I mean it's a hard success, almost an extreme.
Awesome.
Do you want an extreme if you pay 2?
Yeah. 2 luck. Let's do it.
Fantastic. All right.
Awesome.
All right. So with that, after an hour studying, again, your mind is quick, ample. It's 2 hours of what a normal person would do. You are able to ascertain, yes, the protections have gone down. You ascertain that it was waypoint A, that A, E, and D are now non-functioning and off the power grid lines on this control panel. Someone or somebody, someone, have taken them offline. And you actually, with an extreme success, you realize that there are some mechanisms that, if you press certain buttons, it seems like will take you to the temple.
Ooh.
You think you feel, with extreme success, you feel fairly confident that if you press the buttons, and you notice that there's actually on the control panel, there is actually several holes that match up with that weird flute you have. So if you saw Superman and you see how he put the crystal in his whatever Fortress of Solitude control panel, it's something similar like that. There's holes there, and if you inserted the flute, because it's, remember when you used it last time, it was almost like a key when you played those notes that originally opened the trapdoor into the underground complex. So that's kind of all connecting for you. Now, you have a series of holes that match up to the pentagram. So, the long and short of it is, you think by putting your foot to one of these holes, and you're thinking it's probably the center hole, makes sense, where the temple is, it will somehow open up some way of you getting there. Extreme success is wonderful. It's a get out of jail free card. Right? But essentially, you'll have to put in the flute, and you likely will lose it, right? So it's up to you.
Okay. So we've got one shot basically.
Maybe.
From the extreme success, we think we know, like you said,
Yep.
where
You're
to
feeling fairly confident about it. But some people are loot hordes and wouldn't give up a piece of loot no matter what. Especially alien
screw the loot.
technology, right? Alien
Screw the
technology,
loot if it
right?
means we survive.
It's a
Ooh.
freaky looking crystal flute. I think we can part with it, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, but before we part with it, because I've got like pen and paper and stuff, can I not like scribble down what it looks like first?
Absolutely. You can do a rubbing just like you
Yeah.
did with the other things.
Yeah. Because I think that's a good idea, because then at least we've got a version of it somewhere.
Cool.
So we're not
Yep.
completely losing it. Yeah. I'm gonna do that very quickly.
Okay. Any other preparations you want to make besides doing that before you actually do it? Kelsey, are you doing any kind of preparations other than keeping guard? Because I'm assuming Dr. Yo
No.
kind of said, this is what I think can happen, blah, blah, blah. Do you know?
No, I'm just standing guard. Speaking of which, if I need to do any spot hiddens or listens, let me know.
Yeah, I will, for sure.
I figured.
So I tell you guys what, it's 20 minutes after the hour. Let's take a 5-minute bio break, come back, and see what happens. Okay?
Okay.
All right, 5-minute bio break, because I don't want anyone wetting their pants. Okay, good. See you in 5 minutes.
Oh, that good, huh?
Oh, cool.
Hey.
Thanks for showing me the white tea. I've never heard of that before. White
Oh,
peony. Hmm.
mhm. It's last I checked, it's white, green, and black. Depends on harvest time.
Hmm.
So white is an earlier harvest, and black is later. I think it's been some years since I worked in that store. But
Ah,
we have a
neat.
lot of really expensive teas hanging around that we sold in bulk. So and I also got to run the tea class on a regular basis. So
Fun. Yeah, that's my thing. I don't drink coffee. I'm into tea, and I have to admit, I'm primarily different Japanese teas, which are kind of expensive. But it's only because we have a great Japanese restaurant right by my work, and we're friends with the ladies there, and they're always getting new teas in, so we try it and then we buy it from them.
Ooh,
Yeah,
cool.
they're super nice, and they went to Japan in July and brought back just like a sample pack, like the bag of tea that was $60, but it's so good. But it's a special kind of limited premium sencha. So, and they know I like my sencha, so I also like cold brewing sencha. So they've been really nice, actually. Yeah. Anyway,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, they're very nice. Very nice ladies. They have this vegetarian ramen, which is a base of yam. Yam is the soup base. And it's absolutely to die for. It's fantastic.
Cool.
Ramen Ichian. Hey. Okay, is Ray back? Ray, are you there? You're muted if you are.
I'm gonna go with not quite yet.
No, 5 minutes is only up just now, so that's
I was
okay.
going to ask,
Hmm.
do you, when will you have a sense of if you need more game runners for the con?
Oh, we absolutely need all the game runners we can handle. We only got
Okay.
20 in. We got actually really interesting. So, um, one person put in a diversity, equity, inclusion game for African American neurodivergent,
Ooh,
which is
which one is
cool.
that?
That is the Mage Ascension 20 edition, which as a Vampire Masquerade person, I've always wanted to play Mage, but I haven't ever played it. So that was such a fun, interesting choice because we don't get many people running Onyx publishing games. So seeing that was like, wow, that's really cool. It's worth all. We're getting so much hate and harassment on the internet, like nobody sees it,
You are?
but
Oh,
we're
fuck.
getting fake, like a lot of white supremacist crap going on with comments that as soon as I see it, I get rid of. A lot of weird, creepy emails to our email address. Yeah, all kinds of weird stuff. People posting in the Facebook group fake links for T-shirts that lead nowhere. A lot of
Yeah.
phishing attempts happening. Like I've just never experienced this before. But yeah, just
Uh,
in so and
what?
it's all from like well I don't know. It's all from accounts that look like they're white males, right? I can't be sure, right?
Yeah.
But it seems
Mm.
like the kind of the Trump kind of mindset kind of people. Um, yeah,
Yeah, well,
unfortunately.
the usual stereotype is they're still living in their mom's basement and they have nothing to do but harass innocent, diverse people online.
Yeah, like we've never had this kind of harassment before. So Trevor and I are trying to be extra vigilant and making sure, like Trevor's on guard for Discord and I'm on guard for the Facebook, and obviously I control the email account. But we've had, I'd say, at least in the last week, 40 phishing email things, all saying they're from Facebook and we violated whatever, and to click on this link, and all from different
Mm.
websites, fake websites. So they're not hard to pick
Okay.
out, but 40 of them in a week, at least. At least. And then of the racist comments, at least seven. And then of the fake
Mm.
links, two. And we've never had this kind of stuff before. So when I put in my games, I put them under a pseudonym because I don't want anyone to know what my last name is, and have them because you can
Good
Google
choice.
me and find out where
Yeah.
I work and all that sort of stuff and target me even more. So unfortunately with
Uh,
TTE, it puts your whatever name your account is, right? And
yeah.
yeah, and because
Yeah.
I have to
This
link
this
payment stuff, I have to for my official
mm,
account. I had to use my real
yeah.
name. So yeah, so now I'm using my fake address. Yeah, so that's kind of scary. So I'm gonna run the Necropolis. I'm gonna run it online and then in person because it's nice and easy three. Shouldn't take too much of my mental power. And I've made those
Mm.
both DEI games. The online's gonna be for career folks. I'm going to redo my Mothership Epsilon 14 one because it's already set up ready to go for Saturday. And then I'll run. the Necropolis in person Sunday night in person. By that time, everything will have been done, and I can just sit back and enjoy running the game. So it'll be fun.
Yeah. If you need to talk with all of that harassment coming your way, feel free to reach out to me, or you can try like the Games and Online Harassment Hotline.
Oh, I didn't know there was a. Yeah, that's cool. That's good to know.
They're actually going to be closing down, but I don't remember
Oh,
when they're closing down. Part of it was funding. You
oh,
remember Gamergate
yep,
some years ago?
yeah,
Uh, yeah, and have you heard of Anita Sarkeesian? I
yep,
mean, I've sent you links to her stuff, but
yep,
she got hit with it pretty hard,
yep.
and she's been running stuff for years and years, and they just announced it like a couple of months ago that she's just stepping down, and most of the parts of the organization are folding. I believe they're
Oh,
still keeping up their podcast, but she's done, and she just needs a break.
oh, I can imagine. Gosh, she's fought the good fight.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, and it sounds like I don't know. I mean, they created the hotline out of nothing pretty much, and
Hmm.
I don't remember who exactly is dealing with it, but it sounded like they're just kind of fried as well and really need a break as well.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Either that
that's
or
too
it was
bad.
money. I don't recall exactly, but nonetheless, for as long as they're around, feel free to give them a call. They only have limited hours, but
Yeah, thank you.
and they tend to do more video games than TTRPGs. But I mean, hate is hate, so
Yeah, I mean it's kind of surprising and eye opening, but for like the organizing committee, who is like myself and a bunch of cis white heterosexual males, who are
Mm,
100% behind our DEI initiative and great, fantastic allies. I can't say enough about our organizing committee. They've been really good. They're like it's opening their eyes. So in some ways, this is interesting, right? Because
yeah,
they've never been targeted before, right? Or part
yeah,
of a group
yeah.
that's been targeted before, and it's like it's kind of interesting how, as a woman, you're kind of used to it, getting harassed all the time.
Mm-hmm.
As a queer
Yeah.
woman, absolutely used to getting even harassed on the street all the time. You get yelled fucking dyke on as I'm walking home, but these guys never experienced anything like that, so it's kind of been eye opening for them. Anyway, I'm just Ray. Are you there? Because your mic's off. Jump in if you are.
Hello. Hello,
There you go.
sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
I came back, but I didn't want to like interrupt your
Oh,
discussion.
No, it was a
no,
good
no,
good
no.
discussion,
It's
but
It's
totally
thank
good.
you.
cool.
Thank you,
I'm so
Kelsey.
sorry you're going through all that harassment and stuff. By the way, that's horrendous.
Well, we kind of
Yeah.
knew it was going to happen, and I used to work for the Human Rights Commission here in my province, so it's not like I haven't dealt with discrimination, sexism, all that kind of stuff before as part of my job, right? So I'm like, I'm a lawyer. I used to criminalize. I've seen a lot worse. So if these guys think with a couple of like nasty comments and some emails that you're really gonna freak me out, then hello, hello. I was a criminal defense lawyer. Hello.
Jeez.
I've seen way worse. But anyway, so it's interesting. But like I said, it's more interesting for my colleagues on our planning committee. It's opening their
Mm.
eyes, and again, it's giving them more incentive than ever to be even stronger allies. And I think that's a really good positive thing that's coming out of this. So I love the folks we're working with on the planning committee. They're absolutely fantastic. Okay, so enough about that. That's RPG Alliance. November 17th, 18th, 19th. Tickets go on sale, I believe, October 23rd. Game submissions just opened yesterday. We have 20 games, 9 charity games, 4 diversity, equity, inclusion games, and everything's going pretty good. Yeah, so if you can do a game, that'd be great. Kelsey, so that'd be fantastic if you can, if you feel like it. And
I'm
yeah,
just trying to like figure out how to deal with things with the channel I'll be running, as well as any of the games that might pop up that I want to join.
yeah. I mean, the thing is, even like, and just to go in that kind of chance, we're gonna do social pop ups. So people that we know and trust in the community. can have their own channel listed in the server, as you can see, and they can just pop up. And in between games, you can just pop and say, "Hey!" You can do the at everyone going, "I'm going to be talking about Call of Cthulhu," or "I'm going to be talking about whatever you feel like." Tea. I'm going to educate Vicky on tea. You know what I mean? And just for whatever next 30 minutes, half an hour is what I'm going to be doing. And it can be loosey goosey and just when you feel like it. But if you want to set out a schedule for yourself, if you're more organized, then that's great. It just depends whatever you want to do. I know the Coyote Crow are going to try and get someone from we're lucky enough in Alberta to have a gaming store in Edmonton that is the northern distributor for Coyote and Crow in Canada. So they're going to try and get one of the fellows from that store to talk about their experience and how they're working with Coyote and Crow to and all the charity work they've been distributing Coyote and Crow materials, books, adventures to local reserves in their libraries for young people, and that. So that's going to be really cool. So whatever you want to do, right?
Yeah.
Or not do. It's whatever you feel like. No pressure.
I have an idea, but I don't want to cut into the game time, so
Oh,
I'll ask
okay.
you later.
Yeah, okay. And you're right. Let's get on to it. So, back to the map. Any other preparations before Michelle Yeoh? Oh, sorry, not Michelle Yeoh. Dr. Flo Yeoh! I love Michelle Yeoh. She's so awesome. Okay, anyway. Anything else you guys want to do? If not, I'll let you role play it up.
I'm just gonna keep my eyes peeled, checking the corridors and listening, and just making sure that that creature isn't coming back.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so I've drawn the flute, and I think maybe just write notes about the room at the same time.
Okay.
Just so we've got something, to document what happened. And then I think apart from that, I'm good.
So let's say that takes you about 30 minutes, so I'll put you at 4:30 p.m.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, and then go ahead and describe what you're doing with it.
Okay, so I'm going to tentatively put the float into the spot that we think would work.
Okay.
Trying to be careful, not to break anything. And to be alert and aware in case all of a sudden Indiana Jones style, like some sort of boulder comes through or something.
Right.
Just in case. Maybe I should have had like a sandbag or something to put in place of something else, just in case,
Yeah, I'm going to be concentrating on the corridors, so I maybe don't take as much of a sanity hit when whatever happens. I doubt that's going to be enough, but hey, I can still hope.
Yeah. So I'm bracing myself for something to happen.
Okay, so as you slip the crystal flute into the socket or corridor or whatever you want to say, again, you bought yourself an extreme success. The control panel, everything changes from the kind of the blue iridescent lights to a strong green, and you hear it crackling, and from the ceiling above, there's like little bolts of electrical energy that of like 4 different bolts coming from the ceiling that seem to coalesce and create this kind of shining orb of energy that is, I would say, 10 feet in diameter in front of you. And it looks like a portal. And it's crackling with energy.
Do we have to go through that thing?
Jump in.
I don't.
Give me a
like
spot
this.
hidden then, Kelsey.
Okay, will do. Hang on.
No.
Do your
No, no, no.
bonus.
I
Do
get
your
the
bonus.
bonus.
Oh.
But oh shit. Hang on a second. I think I'm going to burn some luck on this, to at least get a success. That would be 15. Can I really afford that? Might as well. Yeah, I'm gonna burn that. I'm going to burn that 15 luck.
Okay. So as you're looking at the energy, you're kind of peering in. You can kind of see, yeah, there's something on the other side. It looks like a corridor.
Uh, there's a corridor on the other side of this thing. Did we think we can close this on the way, once we're in, but won't make it so we can get back out? Because I don't want that creature coming in behind us.
Yeah. Yeah. Um.
Any idea
So,
on that?
yeah. So when I was checking the panel earlier, did I see anything else beyond how to open it?
No, that was actually quite a lot, actually. The extreme, like
Okay.
for you to figure out without having any knowledge, that was a lot that you got to be able to open this was a lot.
Okay.
So there's
Could she
no
make like a?
you can roll something if you want to do more.
Could she make like an educated guess as to?
Sure.
Because we know how to open the panel, so based on that, can she like reverse engineer it to then figure out how to close it? And
Yeah, go ahead and give me an education roll.
okay. Ooh, okay.
Oh yeah. Gosh. Yes, okay. I guess you can look at the timer. I mean, at the control panel, and you think that you've figured out some kind of timing mechanism. And you think maybe you can close it after. You're not sure when, but there is definitely a timer mechanism where you can keep it out open for a certain amount of time. But it will automatically actually close at a certain amount of time too. You can see that the energy is not finite, or sorry, infinite. It is finite, and so this portal will not remain open for very long after you go through it. As far as it's a hard success, maybe it will remain open half an hour. Max is your best guess,
Okay.
which is
Sorry.
pretty good considering it's like alien technology. So it will collapse on its own within half an hour.
Cool. Cool. So I'm just worried about trying to get back out again if we need to.
Um,
Because we can
well,
stop the thing from following us, but how do we?
theoretically, once we're in there, my guess is that they designed this thing to keep people out of the temple, not to keep
Uh-huh.
people in the temple.
Right. I'm worried about
That's
booby traps and
my
stuff.
personal guess, but
Hmm.
I don't know what we're going to do. I mean, if we just stand here, like, what else are we going to do other than go to one of the
Yeah.
wells with a blown capstone and get out of here? So I don't see what else we could do other than go forward.
Yeah. Okay. All right. In that
So
case.
I'm gonna say let's go and hope that we don't get trapped there, because that would suck. Or hell, maybe even better yet, you can figure out the controls to like get us like directly onto the surface instead, because that'd be cool.
Yeah. Is there any way that looking at the control panel, is there any way that we can figure out like where it will make us land when we go through?
Yeah, I mean, you put it in the central slot that you've your hypothesis is that that's inside the temple.
Okay.
As far as the slots and how they're arranged on the control panel, you put the flute in that central slot, thinking that it was a destination trigger.
Cool. So we're not going to die as soon as we go through.
Oh, I don't know. It's Pulp Cthulhu, but it's still Cthulhu.
Okay.
Yeah, there is totally a chance that we can have insta death, but I say let's just go,
Do it. Nice. Yeah.
anyway, as the designated meat shield, I shall go first. So
Awesome.
I don't know. Do I walk into this thing? Do I have to leap into this thing? How is it oriented?
However you feel. Your guess is as good as anyone's. This is alien technology. Totally unknown.
Well, that's the thing. The orb of energy, is it like floating in the air in front of us? Is it on the ground?
It's on the
Where
ground
is it?
and it's 10 feet.
Mhm.
It's 10 feet in diameter.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Well, in that case, if it's on the ground, I will just step into it and hope to hell it doesn't like drop me in a weird way.
Okay,
So, I'm in.
you're in.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dr. Flo, being like the chaos gremlin she is gonna absolutely like do a run up to it, like just dive in and screaming. Yeah, let's do that.
No screaming. Stop with the screaming shit. No screaming. And holy crap, I hope you don't this whole running leap into this energy thing doesn't make you land on me.
Okay, you're gone. You're through. Okay, you're both gone
I'm
and through.
gone and through, and
Okay, let me
yeah,
change the map.
move.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, you were saying something else?
Oh, I was just saying, where I saw you move more tokens, but
Yep.
I wasn't sure if that was like on the same map or a different map.
Let me just move you and set you up. I need to set you up. It's the magic of Roll20. Give me 2
Okay, we can
shakes.
pretend that the blackness is like what we see as we're falling, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm falling,
An
I'm
intense spell.
falling. Unfortunately, I have the old fog of war set up on this, not the new. Dynamic gliding. There we go. Let's bring you over there. Not too far away. Come on, come on, come on. There you go.
Hey.
Are you guys both see yourself there?
Yep.
Yeah.
I see the orb, and I see just a little bit of a tunnel.
Yep, there you go. So you come out through the orb onto this tunnel. It smells much more earthy, damp, like you are still underground somewhat. Show you a little bit more. More like the wells kind of cobblestone construction rather than the underground tunnels that were much more refined alien like. Here you just have plain walls. The height of the corridor is 10 feet, 10 by 10. Yeah. Do you want to give me a spot hidden, Kelsey?
I would be delighted.
And go ahead, Dr. Yo, you can give me a spot hidden as well. Because you probably need to improve yours more often. Whoa!
Holy fucking
Whoa!
hell!
But roll
My
your bonus.
Whoa.
Roll your bonus. Roll your bonus. So we don't have Panic at the
I
Disco.
guess that would that mean I have a crit then?
Yeah, I guess so, wouldn't that? A 0, yeah, that's pretty wild. I don't think I've seen that before. All right.
Yeah, that's wild.
Oh, good.
And,
Dr. Flo has a success too.
and you get a check, which is
Yeah.
the most important part.
All right. So what you guys notice is that there actually is all along these walls and stuff, and the ceilings, especially, there are small holes. And as you're peering kind of into the darkness, and this is dark, you're going to have to use your flashlights or torches if you have them. There's no innate illumination. So dark corridors, except for the illumination coming from the portal. That's giving you a limited amount of illumination right now. Okay? I also want you to both roll me luck to see if your flashlights are still working because you've used them a lot to see the batteries drained. And hopefully you bought some backup batteries. But let's roll luck to see if your batteries are drained or not.
Well, per my possessions, I believe I did end up scoring some extra batteries.
Yeah.
And lo, I did.
Okay, great. So make sure you mark
So
the extra set is now being used and your flashlight's still working. Dr. Yo, looks like your flashlight is no problem. You still got some life?
Awesome.
dumb question. It says 2 extra batteries. Is this the style of flashlight that uses 2 batteries?
You got it.
Okay, so great. Well, I'm good for now. Let's see how good those batteries that I scored are. Because I think I got them from somebody's body. I think.
I think you,
Mhm.
yeah, I think either from the soldier in the battlefield or from
Or the ones that are flying toward my head. Yes.
or from the camp of the soldiers and the one of the tents.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
I think,
We got them from someplace. But anyway,
yeah.
yeah. Um, so I am good for now. I'm gonna proceed cautiously and wait. Those holes that you mentioned that are in the, is it just the ceilings or is it the walls and the ceilings?
From primarily the ceilings. And didn't you do an extreme? You got a critical success. So you're seeing little wiggling bodies. And right before your face, when those little wiggling bodies drops down, and it's a snake.
Oh,
And it slithers down the corridor away from you. And as you're
oh,
kind of looking and peering
like
around,
snakes.
there's snakes kind of
Uh,
dropping all through these holes that are running all through the ceiling.
right. Can I like try a natural roll to see if I can recognize these as, dangerous or not?
Yeah, please do.
Not a fucking clue.
Dr. Flo, you want to give it
uh,
a try? You probably have the base amount as well. Natural world. You might get
okay.
lucky.
Oh.
Nope.
Nope.
Uh, they're snakes. I think they're adorable.
You're in Bolivia, so that's South America. So in
So
jungles.
they're probably venomous. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Even though you failed, I mean that's a good assumption. And snakes are gross anyway.
Yeah.
Says you. I think they're adorable. But
Great,
Oh,
then again, I
great.
would
wait a minute.
very
Sorry.
yeah.
So, but I've got biology.
Go
Does
ahead
that
and roll
extend to
that.
animal
Yeah,
biology as
go ahead.
well?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Just as a backup. Oh no. Okay. Never mind.
Wow.
Just human biology.
Wow.
No, sorry, Dr. Flo. Apparently, yeah, you didn't learn much
Yeah.
about didn't go to veterinary school, did
All
you?
those drugs you're
No.
using.
No.
Um, what are your folks' phobias again? Just to remind us all.
Do I even have one? Didn't think I had one. Or
How do we find
any.
out that?
Check your character sheet.
Backstory?
Oh, okay.
Phobias and manias. I've got nothing.
Yeah,
Are you
nothing.
going to make me roll
Really?
to see if I've developed any?
Oh, Kip
Nope.
Singh has one, so Dr. Float does not have any.
Nope.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah, you guys should have had a phobia as part of character
Oh.
creation.
Oh, that's good to know.
So that's interesting. Also, that means I screwed up on the character sheet.
Yeah.
Check
Well,
here.
do you have like an interesting chart that we can roll for phobias or?
Yeah, well, that's just
something?
it. I had you guys go ahead. I'm pretty sure I have a chart here. I'll have to double check. Oh, it's probably in my compendium. Let me just check here. Phobias. All right, I have a chart up here. If you could roll D100,
Yep.
and we'll find out what your phobia is.
Okay.
Great. What am I afraid of?
35 is, oh, I probably will mispronounce this. Isotrophobia, fear of mirrors. I'll drop it in the
Oh.
chat. So that's not too bad at all.
That's good because
That's
I
pretty
can't.
good. And then
Yeah.
Dr. Flo gave 51 and 51. Oh, this is easy. This isn't going to affect you folks at all. There you go. Fear of fish.
Hey.
How do you
Nice.
say that?
Phobia.
It's
Ichthyo.
Ichthyo. Ugh.
Beehive.
I know
Yeah.
my fish used to get ick, but okay.
Think
When I
ichthyosaur. But
there you go.
it kind of turns into a tongue twister with the phobia on the end there. So.
So go ahead and
And
copy paste those into your phobia on your character sheets, and let's carry on because it's
yep,
3 o'clock.
great. There's no mirrors here. Yeah, we need to
And
go.
no fish.
All right, so there you go. That's what you see with your
Hey,
spot
we're in the
hidden.
mountains, so. Oh, but wait,
You're in
there's
the
probably
jungle.
some rivers someplace around here. So there's probably. Hey, we might be close to piranha country. Cool.
Shit.
But
Nice.
anyway, yeah, I'm gonna proceed carefully and keep my eyes out from falling snakes because I don't know, they might be cute to look at, but I don't really want one on my head.
All right, who's gonna take the lead? Now again, it's 10 by
Oh, that
10, so
would
I
be me.
suppose you could walk together in tandem. But if you want to go,
I'm thinking that I will go ahead
okay.
and just point up whenever I see a snake descending.
Mhm.
Well, you're seeing multiples of them, right? So they're
Yeah,
just
I
ever
know.
so a couple feet there, one here, there, and they're all going down in the direction that you're going. So let me just maybe give a little more explanation about the corridor. And even though the map doesn't really show it because it's impossible to do on Roll20 a decent corridor, this corridor is like it's like a coiling around and circle corridor in a spiral, right?
Oh,
And
give me more sense of
you're
it.
heading downwards in
Downwards,
a
okay.
spiral that seems to be coiling in a circle corridor. Yes. Does that kind of make sense? You think of a hose, a watering hose in a coil going downwards. So everything here in this corridor is heading downwards, and the snakes are going in the downward direction as well. Make sense? The map doesn't reflect that, but it's the best I can do in Roll20. Okay? So
Cool.
go ahead and
Yeah,
move your
thank you.
token where you want to.
Yeah, I will get up to here and take a peek and yeah, and see if there's anything disturbing in this section of corridor.
Okay, go ahead and do spot hidden.
Uh, sure. Oh, that's the wrong tab. Right tab. I am so glad that I have got like this bonus.
Yeah.
So regular success with the bonus.
Okay. Yeah. And again, more holes and see more snakes. Okay. And as you go down, the amount of snakes are slowly kind of increasing.
Great. Yeah, I'll just whisper to Dr. Yo, watch your step. There's even more snakes here.
Mhm.
So
No.
as you kind of get down to this next piece, we're just going to say that the next corner will represent going a full rotation downwards. Again, it's too difficult to do with the map on Roll20. So
Oh,
as you get,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So
It's
unfortunately,
basically a parking structure, only without the cars.
exactly. So you've gone down one level, one full rotation. When you get to this particular intersection, and then you can see this right there,
Yep.
and you're starting your
And
second
as
rotation down, and it's taking you
cool.
about, I'd say, half an hour per rotation.
Okay.
So that's about
Um.
4:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, well, wait, didn't we start this thing at 4:30?
Oh yeah, you're right. You're at 5
Mhm.
then.
Okay. In that case, I will do another spot hidden as
Okay.
we get to this intersection or corner or whatever's going on. I'll just do a peek before we go there.
Hey.
48's pretty decent, so
Yep.
anything besides snakes, with the side of snakes.
Nope. It's
Great.
looking good.
Lots of snakes.
Tons of
I will continue.
snakes.
I will
The
continue
floor looks
watching
like,
my
yeah. Keep watching.
watching the ceilings and watching my step because I don't want to piss any of them off by stepping on them.
Okay.
Speaking of which, do the snakes look particularly cranky or belligerent?
Do you have animal handling? Do you want to roll me animal handling?
I have absolutely
Well, you can roll it just to
Oh.
try. You never know.
I might get extremely lucky, and I might not.
Ooh. Wow. Dr. Flo, you want to roll animal handling?
Yeah, mine is trash as well. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
No,
Snakes.
not a clue. They're
But
snakes.
they're not that
They're
expressive.
cute. They're cute and wiggly.
As long
Yes,
as they don't
yes,
bite us.
exactly. Well, I will continue going. Oh, wait, that's character sheet. I will continue going slowly and.
Okay, give me a spot hidden from that point.
Yeah, that was kind of my plan. Because things need to be spotted. Hey,
Nice!
hard success.
Woo!
Hard success.
Great.
Hey.
You see, and I don't really have a token, but you see a lump down the hall. Let me just mark it with my handy dandy trusty freehand thing. Right here. X marks the spot. You see a lump larger than snakes.
Hmm.
How great of a success. Actually, with a hard success, you see 2 lumps.
2 lumps. Cool.
2 lumps.
Um, I will hold my hand up, and when Doctor Flo catches up to me, I will step aside, point out the lumps, and like just whisper like, maybe we should like check those out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Flo,
Elsie
what?
is out of breath, but she is caught up.
Yeah, give me. How about we have Dr. Flo give us a spot hidden for fun?
Cool. Okay. Oh, here we go. Da, 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 da. Ooh. Oh,
Oh,
actually, that's not bad. I could burn some luck for that, though, right?
if you want to, you can do anything you like.
Okay. I mean, that doesn't look like too much luck to burn.
Well, that's a thing. I say save it for when we were actually examining them, as opposed to just.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, because we're not that close, are we? So, actually,
Yeah.
no. Rewind.
So yeah, so I'm gonna cautiously walk up to said lumps and make room for Dr. Flo to stand beside me.
I'm also going to tentatively walk over.
Okay, so Kelsey, give me another spot hidden.
Yep. Oh, that's bad. Let's see if my bonus helps. 65. Nope, that's a failure. I will burn the luck if Dr. Flo fails.
Go ahead, Dr. Flo, spot hidden.
Spot hidden. Here we go. Ooh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I will happily burn that 3 luck to make that work.
Mm-hmm.
Or make that less bad, anyway.
Oops, sorry. I didn't need to draw anymore. I was still in that. Okay, so Kelsey, you stop and you put out. I'm just gonna steal narrative away from you. You put out your hand, Dr. Flo. When you get closer to the lump, you see that is actually a soldier's body that's been sliced in half at his waist.
Oh,
So then you have
well,
2
that's
parts. You
tough.
have the top part, the waist up, lying down in a pool of blood, and then the waist down, lying down in a pool of blood. And the snakes are just slithering over it.
Oh, lovely. Uh, I'm gonna whisper to Dr. Flo. Could
Mm-hmm.
this be the temple protector that we were warned about in the communiques from Caduceus?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Um,
why don't we have like some weapons handy?
yeah.
I'm gonna draw my gun as I am leaning down to rifle through the pockets as I deftly avoid the snakes. I hope.
Mm-hmm. Seeing as it's a human body,
Mm-hmm.
can I do? Would it be medicine or biology to check anything about like where it's been cut to see like has it been burnt? Has it just been sliced? Like any residue, anything like that?
Yeah, sure. Uh, Yeah, so as you guys step forward to the body to do those examinations, one second. Let's see what you will find. I will need you both to give me dodge rolls.
Oh no.
Are we dodging snakes or something else?
Something else.
Oh, fuck.
Oh god. Oh no, here we go. Ah, yeah, okay. Great.
Okay,
Wow, whatever
both
it is, it's landing right on us.
fail?
Wonderful.
We
Okay,
double fail.
double
Oh yeah,
fail.
epic
Oh
fail.
goodness. Okay. Yeah, as you guys step closer, a blade flashes out from the wall, and you both
Great.
fail. So,
Oh
luckily,
no.
yeah, luckily you weren't walking or running faster. Otherwise, it would have sliced you in half, just like it did this particular soldier.
Shit.
And I want you to each roll me a d6. If you had been running, then you would have been probably sliced in half. But since you're going cautiously and slow
Oh.
speed, it only grazes you.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, so
Ow.
you get hit by this blade. So as you see this blade goes from the left side of the corridor, slices over to the right side, horizontally. Hence, he was cut in the waist.
Ow. I'm going to back up a little bit. I know there's like snakes everywhere, but I don't suppose you could patch me up a little bit, Doctor?
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, give us a
yeah.
medicine check.
Yep. Ooh.
Yep.
Apparently the snakes are very distracting here.
Yep.
Is it worth burning luck for that, or
No.
You don't have
no?
enough
No.
luck.
Okay.
You shouldn't be.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of luck. You only have,
That's a
what,
lot of
28?
luck, and it's okay.
Okay.
Uh, can I at least do like a little first aid on myself to like at least stop the worst of it?
Well, doesn't it have to be someone else doing first aid to you? I mean, isn't that how
Oh,
you've
good
always
point.
run your game?
Uh, not necessarily. It depends on the situation and exactly how hurt they are. Um,
Well, I'm going to say Dr. Flo
yeah.
attempted and didn't do it.
Okay, that's
One,
totally fine.
just otherwise, yeah.
Um, right. Well,
So make sure
and is this?
you
I'm
guys
guessing
take
that.
your hit points off too, right?
Oh,
5 off of
yeah, I got.
Kelsey, 2 off of right. Where are you guys at for hit points, please?
I'm back down to 11.
Okay,
Oh,
and Flo.
So
20.
all of those hit points that I got back from resting and the last medical check, I just lost them again.
27.
Okay.
Cool.
Right. So, based on how this is moving, can we like get like maybe limbo through it?
Or can we, with education and stuff, can we look at it and figure out if there's any way to, like, because you watch when you like see a booby trap, you watch like the timer it takes to
Oh,
go away.
Yeah, and even
you
though
go, oh,
the animation is continuing to whirl around, it's not, right?
yeah.
It was triggered and
Okay.
went out. I just put the animation. That's the only good trap animation I could find for you folks.
Oh,
So
okay.
I will stop the loop maybe. Let me get back on that
I
token.
see.
But I would say if you want to like figure out how it works,
Mhm.
then
Yeah.
you might want to do maybe locksmithing or mechanical repair, some kind of skill like that. That would make sense.
Okay.
I think my locksmith is pretty badass. Um,
Nice.
yes, it is. I'd be delighted to do a locksmith on this thing.
True.
Nice.
Yep.
Great.
Woo!
So you can see that there's a pressure plate on the ground that it links to, and that with the successful roll you spotted it. But I'm gonna need another successful roll And it needs, not successful, but it needs to be a hard success for you to actually dismantle it. So this one, you spotted it. Now you have to
Okay.
dismantle it, please.
Okay.
Hard.
Hard success to dismantle. Okay, let's try it.
Oh, fantastic! Wow, that's fantastic. So
Whoa.
yeah, so it takes you, and it's extreme success, so it only really takes you about 10 minutes of tinkering to totally dismantle it and find the wires and everything and clip them so that this thing is totally non-operational. So if you ever have to come back this way, you can come back
It's
with
safe.
certainty that it's
Great.
safe. Yeah.
Awesome.
Nicely done, Kelsey.
Hey.
Yeah. As I, pick up any errant snakes that cross my path, and it's like, okay, cutie, you can go over there. Don't bite me. Good snake.
Nice.
Over there. Um, yeah, there's probably more of these booby traps in the corridors, so, go even more slowly, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Right.
the other thing to notice, again, to be aware of right in your head, is that this is a Bolivian soldier, right? So, if Kelsey, if you want to continue and look through the bodies,
Oh, yes, I do
it's,
want to look through the
yeah,
pockets
for
and see
sure.
if there's anything
Go ahead,
to
give me a
check.
roll on what you find.
Is that spot hidden?
Yep, that's your wheelhouse.
But,
Fantastic.
39 is a regular, so yes, what do I find? Anything exciting?
Yes, of course, you always find something exciting. Yeah, you find actually a Bowie knife.
Oh, cool.
Hmm.
I can use a Bowie knife.
You also find a flare gun,
Ooh,
and you find a pack of wooden matches.
nice.
And Dr. Yoda, you want to do a check on the body too, right?
Yeah.
Although now you know
See how
the
old
cause of death, right? I think you were
Mhm.
the cause of death
I
is
think.
the booby trap. So it's up to you what you want to do. What would you like to do?
Kind of want to see how old the body is.
Good
Yeah, go
plan.
ahead. Roll
Yes.
me medicine.
Alright. Medicine. Okay. Ooh, yes.
Wow, that's
Okay.
nice. That is wonderful. Extreme success.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah, this looks like it looks to be looks about 25, 26 years old, judging from, the shape of his body, his teeth, whatever. 25, 26, mid 20s. Normal age for a soldier. I mean, he's got the same body odor and blisters on his feet and stuff that you found before, right? This is definitely one of the soldiers that you would have seen in the camp in such poor hygiene. Okay.
Do we know how long the body's been there?
Oh, yeah, with that, it's fresh. It's still warm with an extreme success. Still warm. Not very long.
Oh,
Maybe an hour. The blood hasn't,
so
you know, hasn't quite gobbed up just yet.
Okay. So the soldiers have only recently discovered this area.
Looks like it.
How would they have got in?
if that explosion that woke us up earlier, if that's how they got in, and they came directly down here and had like an
Yeah,
extra flute, um,
maybe.
that means that there's probably some of them could very well be ahead of us. So can I
Yeah.
check the area for any evidence of anybody who managed to like continue
Yeah,
passage
do
through
your
here?
tracking.
Oh, so sad.
Oh no.
Oh, and speaking of which, is the information that I posted what you've got for flare guns as well?
Uh, I don't know. Let me check my weapons chart. I don't know if it would be there, but if that looks fine to me, I'm not going to argue with it because I don't really want to spend a whole lot of time looking
if
stuff
you
up.
don't, we can deal with it later unless I need to fire it now. But yeah, it should be in the books.
Yep, no, that's fine.
And if you,
That's fine. We can. That's no problem. Let's go with that. You just saved me some time, so thank you so much.
oh, okay, cool.
I'm just thinking. So the body's on the floor, right? Can we tell by which direction it's in as to which direction the soldier was running in? Because we're assuming that the soldier came from the same direction we did.
Yeah,
That
and
might
with
not be
with your extreme success, it's the same thing. He came down and was heading downwards.
Okay.
Exact same path
Okay.
as you folks have come down.
Okay, so we can assume that they've not quite found what's in the temple yet. They're at the same stage we are. Maybe.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, okay.
He got killed an hour ahead of you. He came from where you came
Okay.
from. So if he was with other folks there, they got an hour ahead of you going down
Okay.
these corridors, I would imagine. With extreme success, that's going to be a logical assumption. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
And they weren't nice enough to dismantle the booby trap?
Who the hell knows how many of them got through here? But yeah, let's. I'm going to assume that there's no more. Excuse me.
Just to refresh your memory, right? The soldiers, when you got to camp, there was about 20, 24 of them, right? And then you saw that battle between that formless spawn thing and some soldiers. So some of them died then. You found two dead, or I think it was two or three dead soldiers in the tents. So that 24-20, I mean, it seems like there's some attrition going on. So it's anyone's bet about how many you may be facing. But just to refresh your memories that those are things in character you witnessed.
Okay.
Yeah. So I hope that's helpful.
Yeah, so there could be as many as 10, but probably not. I was thinking, what I was saying before I sneezed was I'm going to assume that there's no more booby traps in this section of corridor, but there might be some down here when we turn the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to proceed carefully and slowly.
Okay.
And once I get here, see if there's anything I can see.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming I didn't manage to, my guess was wrong and there were more booby traps after that spinning blade thing.
Give me a spot hidden, would you please?
Absolutely. Hey, I clicked you off. Come on. Hey. Oh. Oh no. It looks clear. I think we're totally good. Shall we proceed?
Great.
I'm still going to be moving very slowly because, hey, I don't want to piss off the snakes on the ground. Speaking of which, what's the snake population like here?
Yeah, hang on a sec. So when you get to that particular corner, you've now gone a full 3 rotations of the winding coilings corridor system. Okay, so you're on rotation 3. Okay, or you just completed rotation 3. Dr. Yo, where are you at? You gonna hang out by the dead body, or are you gonna be right behind Kelsey? Just wanted to make sure. I need to know where you are, my friend.
I was watching to see if anything happened, just in case. I don't want to. But nothing bad seems to have happened. So I'm going to stay a little bit back, but I'll be more caught up to you. So maybe I'm a bit more there, just in case.
Are you? So you're not putting yourself so that you can see down this line of sight that Kelsey has around the corner.
Oh, maybe I'm about here. I don't want to get too far forward, just in case.
Peeking down. Okay, spot hiddens, please.
Even after my spectacular failure.
Yep, that was just to get you down to the corner.
Well, let's see if my bonus will help. 42 is a success.
Great. So again, the snakes have been dropping and coming down in greater numbers. As you look down the corridor, you see there is some illumination at the end of it. And for want of anything else, I'm just going to use the orb just to kind of show you. It's not really an orb, but it's just showing that there's illumination
Just
at the end of this.
there's just
But there's also
At the
a
end of the tunnel.
writhing. The floor is undulating and writhing in a greater heap or mass, and so you can see down that all these snakes have been kind of coming down, have now climbed on top of each other until this mound or mass of snakes withering all over each other, and it's a huge pile down at the end of this corridor. So, and there's still snakes on the ground. There's still snakes dropping out from the holes in the ceiling. So the holes in the ceiling continue onward. And you just had a regular success that you had, right, Kelsey?
Yeah, just a regular.
Okay, so at this point, that's way down at the end of this corridor, right? So this corridor is, that light behind it is kind of showing you that there's this mound, and if you get closer, the mound, you'll get a better idea about the scope of it.
I will whisper back to Dr. Flo. I don't know if you can see the light from here, but there is a light at the end, and holy crap, there is a giant wall of snakes down there too, between us and whatever the light is.
Great. Upon hearing this, maybe just in case the snakes, form some sort of like army against us and bite us. Can I mix up a potion or something that's like a what's it? Like a vaccine against their poison?
I think some of you guys didn't one of you get some anti-venom from Dr. Yersini?
Oh,
Someone should have got some anti-venom from
venom.
got it from Dr.
It's
Yersini's.
not in my sheet, and I honestly don't remember it.
Check your equipment. Anybody have it in your possessions in your backstory tab? If not, then let's have Dr. Yo do a luck roll to see if they have any in their medical kit.
Cool. Yeah. Good planning. Ooh, okay.
Wow.
So none on me. Although I do have pharmacy. So
it's not as if we're bereft of snakes for you to if you can like make it up on the spot here. I can grab you one if you want.
But but you guys, you won't have the you don't have a lab in that bag to boil down the venom. You know what I mean? Like honestly, you may have pharmacy, but you have to have a lab and equipment to distill the essence to develop, and it's going to take time to process. And I mean you're in a alien corridor.
Okay.
You don't even have a Bunsen burner or a microscope.
We got a torch at best.
Yeah.
No, but I've got a perfectly good flare gun. So if we need to torch the snakes to get them out of our way.
Okay.
And I just want to remind you, take a look at your possessions. I think, Flo, you have a flamethrower, do you not?
Yes.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have other options besides trying to do like impromptu chemical lab.
Okay.
Actually, as I recall, there was only so much in the fuel tanks with that.
It was half full, and you should have marked it down. You should have marked it down how many uses you had because we rolled for that. It should be on your sheets.
I'm kind of thinking that we might want to save that for the Temple Guardian, and I'll use a flare gun first.
Okay.
So I'm going to check the flare gun that I picked up from the half guy back there and see if it at least has one flare in it.
I'm just looking at your sheet flow, so don't get upset if you see everything moving around. I just want to see what you have.
Definitely one of us flamethrower though, for sure, because to remember them.
You had the
Oh,
flamethrower.
no.
Kelsey has the radio, I believe.
Yes,
Ah.
yes, I do
Okay,
indeed have the
so you
radio.
have 4 uses. Your flamethrower is under your combat tab.
Awesome.
It's marked, and it should not use your brawl. It should use. I think your brawl's all set for these things. Ah, I'm gonna just edit, okay? Like it should be using firearms, not your
Yeah,
brawl.
there's a separate flamethrower skill as well.
Yes, I believe we
Did
rolled for
did you
that
set
to
that up?
Yeah.
actually have something.
Yeah, because my flamethrower skill is like 80, because we rolled for it.
Yeah, let's see. Just want to see what it is. Brawl. Flamethrower right there, 80. Yeah. Debbie, please don't. Sorry, my cat's getting a little rangy tangy. Don't, Debbie.
We could use the cat to get rid of the snakes.
Yeah, so we'll do under edit. Why is it not listed here? Huh. Just give me a second here. I'm going to change it to the flamethrower to fighting skill 3. And then hopefully that comes up here. Let's see. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
And then your automatic should be your handgun skill. Brawl is fine. Your brawl should be rifle skill. Non-kin sword brawl. Yeah, now that should be right now.
Awesome.
Yeah, so you can see that that's going to be 80 and it's set up for you. Okay.
Nice.
All right. So, what's the plan?
The plan is for me to get just close enough to fire the flare gun and step back and hope that that takes care of the snakes.
Yeah, how
And
far?
hope we don't have to use the flamethrower for it.
So, do you want to get. So, how far away do you want to be? That's going to be about 10, 15. See.
Well, this said it was, what, about 80
It's not.
feet?
It's not accurate because I don't have the grid set up properly. So,
Okay.
yeah, so let me just eyeball it here. 10, 15, 10, 20, 30, 40. I'd say about 60 feet. You're 60 feet away.
Okay, well, in that case, I will.
I hate that this
proceed
uses
very
yards.
I'm going to proceed slowly at halfway down the corridor here. I will keep my
Is
eyes
it-
peeled for traps, but I already flubbed my bot roll, so it looks clear. Except for, snakes. And
Is
then
it worth?
go
Sorry,
ahead.
is it worth like throwing something? You know, like how people like throw a stone just to check in case something gets set off. Is it worth like throwing a stone before you walk, or we got anything to do that?
Maybe, but I mean.
But why
based
don't
on
you
the
roll a
progress
spot
I'm-
hidden before you walk down there or as you're walking down?
Okay, here, I'll just move myself back a little bit and do it again. But yeah, I was thinking that if we miss the pressure plate with the rock, then we won't notice anything.
Good point.
Regular.
Yep. No, you don't see anything. You don't see any more pressure plates or anything. And now you know what you're looking for too. So you don't see any traps in this regard. You just see massive. Now here's the thing: as you're getting closer, right? The snakes are filling this whole corridor with a big mound in front of you. So as you're getting closer where you're at right now, Kelsey, the snakes are going to be up to your calf.
Oh, dear fucking gods, that's a
Oh.
lot of
Yep.
fucking snakes.
Yeah. So as you're getting closer, but you have boots on, right? You've got leather boots
That's
on.
good.
So
Yeah,
they're,
and
if you're kind of kicking them out of the way. You can kind of make
I
a
was
path.
gently going to oosh them out as I glide my foot forward
Yeah.
each step.
Yeah. Give me an
So,
animal
yes.
handling check again, please.
Oh, god damn.
Hey, maybe you can make it and increase it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I might also get bitten.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Me.
No, so you're kind of agitating the snakes that are there, and
Of
them are like
course I am.
biting your leather boot. But you have thick. I mean, this isn't your first foray into the jungle. These are thick, heavy duty boots. These bites are not going to get on you through your boots, right? Your boots are shielding you from
That's good.
the bites, but they're like, and these fangs dripping with venom are digging into your boots, but you're safe. You got nice thick leather.
Good Snake. I'm really sorry.
No, you're really
And I'm
pissing them
extra
off.
sorry.
Some of them are rearing up at you.
Oh, yay. Great.
Yeah,
Right.
you're
I am
agitating
still
them.
going to use the flare gun and shoot the big mound in front of me and hope that takes care of them all.
Okay, now, yeah, go ahead. Give it a go ahead and
How
fire off.
bad could this be? And I'm assuming that there was actually a flare in the flare gun.
Yep. Actually, that's a good point. How many flares are there? Give me a 1d3 roll, please.
I'm assuming that there. I didn't find any extra flares, so there would only be one in the gun, right?
Well, if you don't want the opportunity to try and find more, okay.
But I'll take that.
Oh well, yeah, there's
look,
one.
it's
Just one. Just one. Alrighty.
Well, I'll be firing that one and then proceeding to get back as there be snake flambe. Right.
Oh.
No! Did I get a dud?
Goodness
Did I shoot
gracious.
the ceiling or something?
Gosh.
It's not a complete malfunction, but that's not good.
Yeah, no, it just yeah, it fires into, well, gosh, 91. Yeah. Okay, hang on. Let me just think for a second. Let me just check the stat sheet on these little critters. Yeah, okay, so it flies into them and it bursts out, but it seems like it's causing more of a force impact. And so when it bursts, it sends some of the snakes from the top of the pile flying over it, and some of them right back at you. Give me a dodge roll.
Oh, fuck. There's snakes in my face.
There's a snake in my boot.
Motherfucking snakes on a plane!
I was thinking snakes on a plane, because holy crap.
Snakes on this motherfucking plane, yeah.
Excuse me.
There we go.
Oh yeah, you're fine. So as they're coming around, you get your, I'll let you describe what you do, but yeah, none of the snakes that are flying back at you.
It's like snake flying at my face, and I just kind of lean to the side, and then there's another one coming, and I lean to the other side, and then I slowly turn around and wade my way back through the snakes, and go back to Dr. Flo, and it's like, maybe you should use the flamethrower, maybe?
So, hang on for a second. So when you set off that flare gun, it does make an audible sound, right?
Oh, yes.
And if I could have Dr. Flo roll me a listen check, please. Let's get you involved, Dr. Flo. Oh, or not get you involved. Never mind. All right. Go ahead. Thank you for letting me speak. Go ahead. Continue on. That's too bad.
Okay. So, I'm just checking in case there's anything else we can do.
I will be speaking quietly. Snake flambe.
Oh, can I ask you folks too? Do you guys have a hard stop at 4 o'clock? I mean, like, we have half an hour more. Do you have a hard stop?
I would say 4:15. I have a game starting at 4 my time, which is 5 yours. So
okay, gotcha.
I'll need 45 minutes.
Okay, so we'll have a hard stop then. Okay, I thought we could get done, but okay, no problem. We'll stop.
Sorry.
No problem. We got half an hour. Let's see how far you go. Go ahead. So I'm gonna be kind of pushing you guys a little bit.
I was thinking more like 45 minutes, but nonetheless, yeah. Either or. Anyway, yes. Snake flambe.
Okay, Dr. Yo, what do you want to do?
Awesome. Okay, I guess because we want to be like quick. Upon hearing that, she's like, you know what? I'm not usually one to take action, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bring out the flamethrower. Let's do this.
I'm not usually one to take action. You're a freaking Doctors Without Borders person. Your
Well,
life
yeah,
is
that'd be
action.
medical action, not like brawl.
But
And
still,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
going into a
Actually,
war zone, you're a brave person. Okay, so you're gonna have to get closer to make this work, right?
Yeah, because the flamethrower does so many, like, what, how many, a few yards, I think it said.
Yeah, it's not really a long range weapon. So move your
No.
token where you're gonna be.
Cool. So she, no. Boom. Wait.
oh,
Yeah.
25 yards. That's even better than the flare gun. You can be back, like, more like right over here.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. 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 Not too close. Don't want to barbecue myself.
Okay, go ahead
Okay.
and fire it under your combat tab, and you click on the actual flamethrower. Make sure you're out of edit mode though.
Okay. So, combat tab, click on flamethrower.
Yeah.
And then...
Yep.
Ooh. Oh. Okay. Only 8 though.
Oh. Yeah,
I
but
mean,
you don't have a whole lot of luck
no.
left. But you do have 4 uses of it. So your first use, you mess, obviously. Just spittles out, and you kind of actually, the force of the flame kind of skewers your aim. But you have 3 other uses, so you can fire it again
Okay.
if you want.
Oh yes. Okay. Thank God. Woo.
Right on. Roll your damage. Your damage is already rolled, isn't it? Okay,
Yes.
5. Okay. So yeah, you sizzle off the immediate snakes right in front of you, and it smells of charred, burned meat. So let's just say like up to, but you don't really affect the complete mound. You clear the snakes up to this point here. Okay, I'll mark that.
Okay.
And again, that's where they're calf level, right? So as you're waiting and you're clearing them out as you get closer and closer. So let me just put a line. So you've cleared out the snakes up until that point. So you have to move up and get a little bit closer. Again, this whole hallway is filled with snakes, and then you get this mound at the end of it. So when you get up, if you go up to that line, if that's what you want to do, I want you to give me a spot hidden before you take another shot.
Okay. Ooh.
Jesus,
Okay,
you really suck at spot hidden. Good Lord.
Can
Kelsey,
I come
what?
up
Yeah,
beside her
yeah,
and try?
please do.
Okay, well,
You're
hopefully.
crunching on all the crispy skin. Great.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
that's
nice.
a
Very
hard
nice.
success.
Yeah, so Kelsey, you see past the mound of snakes, you spot a figure with some kind of pith helmet on who you can see kind of looks at you and then seems to turn around and goes down some sort of set of stairs and runs. Okay. Nice roll.
So that pith helmet, have I seen that before on, say, the Bolivian soldiers that have been mind controlled by the snakes wearing human skin?
Yeah, you have, except it's a different style of pith helmet than the ordinary soldiers. You've seen that before in the ambush soldiers and the officer that you folks
Oh,
took down.
crap. Yeah, Dr. Flo, that's like one of the officers, i.e. one of the snake people. So I think the clock is really ticking here.
Okay. Shit.
Take another shot.
Okay.
You still gotta get rid of some more of those snakes. So you got 2 more uses left.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
Nice. 12 points of damage will clear it right up, and you start to get the very front of this edge of whatever. So you guys, it's cleared now all the way through here. That is cleared.
Nice.
And there's, like, again, it's like it's a bad night at Kentucky Fried Chicken or something. Like, it ain't finger looking good at all. It's just crispy, dead, like, all over the place.
Nice.
I'm gonna get up to here, and I would like to take a good look around and see if there's like any, I don't know, say like button for like a nice pit to like just hit the button and all the snakes fall away.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
Or
spot
something
hidden.
like
Yep,
that.
yep, for sure. Yeah, nice.
And
That's
then
it.
I get a
Yeah.
bonus.
Yeah.
That's even better, but still not anything. Just a regular.
Yeah. Like again, this is a mass of about 5 feet high of snakes. There's no switch or anything. You don't see any switch. It's just this huge mound of snakes. Now you do have some options, right? You could like try to barrel through with the the flamethrower. You could try to push these snakes back. You could try to even climb the walls and use the holes that these snakes are still falling through as handholds to climb over top. There's some options, and with that hard success, you can see a little bit more. It looks like there's stairs going down into some kind of chamber. And you probably don't need this glowing thing anymore to indicate that. But let me maybe just. I
No.
can't reveal very much because that mound is still blocking your way. But there are
Um.
stairs going down into a larger chamber.
Uh. Yeah. Dr. Flo, be at the ready. I'm actually gonna try climbing over these, and
Okay.
if I can, I will get some ropes ready for you to climb over them.
So tell me how you're
Very
gonna climb. How are you doing it?
I'm going to use any of the holes in the wall to like get me up, and I am gonna stick to this side of the corridor, and just do my best to like climb and also use the rope if there. I'm assuming I have like a grapple hook, uh, and see if I can't like
Give me a
get
luck
the
roll to
rope.
see if you have a grapple hook, because you guys haven't mentioned that before. I don't
You are
think.
correct. Nope,
Nope. No grapple
none
hook.
here.
Now,
No
also,
grapple
like
hook.
I keep saying, there's still snakes coming from these holes, just so you're aware. So go ahead and
Yeah,
give me a
I'm
climb.
okay. Let's see if I can
Good
manage
luck.
it. Where did my climb go? I swear I can do the alphabet. La la la. Here we go. Oh my god! Uh,
Great.
did I land flat on my ass in
Mm-hmm.
snakes?
Yeah, you sure did. Unless you want to spend a
What the
bunch of
hell?
luck.
No, no, no. That'll
Nope.
be most of my remaining luck there. No. I will be on my ass
Wow.
in snakes. Do I take any
Yeah,
damage from
you
being
sure
on my
do.
ass?
You sure do.
Oh,
Let me see here.
Oh no.
Yeah, let me
uh-oh.
just see what the damage is on the snake stuff here. Wow, holy smokes.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, hang on a sec. So, yeah, you're gonna take. Wow, whoa. Did you roll 96?
A d6?
No, no, I'm sorry, I'm
Uh,
talking to myself.
okay.
So you're going to get bitten by,
Yes, of course I am.
yep, you're gonna get bitten. Let me roll how many times, and this is a mound of snakes.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Mound of snake.
mound of
Chomp,
snakes.
chomp, chomp.
So, yeah, so I'm gonna roll. Oh, that's not too bad.
Hey,
You got
only
three
three.
three
That's not
bites,
horrible.
3 bites on you. I need you to roll 1d20 3 times.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah,
Am I
that's,
dead?
no, but you're going to be paralyzed. Let me just wait. Hang on a sec. I need you to do a con roll and you need to get an extreme success. Otherwise, things are
It
going
might
very bad
happen.
very soon. Ah, you
Oh.
did! Yay! All right, so
Okay.
Cool.
you're not immediately dead from it, but you are gonna take some damage. Let me roll the
Yep.
damage. See, you're gonna take 6 points of damage, and you are now paralyzed. And you're gonna
Great.
be. Can you roll a 1d6 too? And we'll see how long you're gonna be paralyzed for.
Oh.
So
Oh
five
no.
five
Is that minutes?
turns. Well, that's
Oh,
not going to be minutes. Let me just read this. Well, it actually doesn't say. So we'll
out of
have it.
combat, it's usually hours, but
Yeah,
I will
I don't
defer
think
to the GM's benevolence.
the GM's benevolence. Let's just say, God, that was really 17. Wow, that's so bad. Yeah, we'll say 5. Mm, let's see. I'm going to say 50 minutes.
Okay.
So 5 minutes. They don't really say in here, so I'm not going to make it 5 hours. That's crazy. Um, but you're now lying on, and you're paralyzed, completely paralyzed. You can't even speak. On top of this mount of snakes.
Hopefully, Dr. Flo will come and rescue
Now
me.
I'm moving you because you were climbing. So let me just move you to where you actually should be, so Dr. Flo can have a good
Uh-huh.
idea about where. That's not the right one. Yeah, you're smack right here on the side. And let
Yeah,
me put the
that's fine.
snakes. Let me put the snakes back. There we go.
Thanks.
And the snakes are crawling over. Role playing moment in character, Dr. Flo. Your reaction to seeing Kelsey fall
It's
to
fuck
their
shit.
fall from the ceiling, and they're down in the middle of the mound of this.
Ah, shit. Well, my instant reaction is to try and go rescue them.
Yeah, you'll have to wade into this mound of snakes to do that.
Okay. Yes. Now, because you fell, and that's what caused them to bite you. If I just wade in, and I'm not quite so aggressively
Well,
falling or anything, then
but
they might not attack me so bad.
let's be realistic. You fired a flamethrower twice. You've killed a bunch of their friends. Now we've had
Yeah.
a body, like they are
Very.
extremely agitated. They're not just, you can't just push them there. They are in fight mode. All of the snakes.
Okay.
They are looking to bite and bite hard.
Mm. Okay. Flamethrowing them isn't gonna work because it's gonna hit a Kelsey, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, because you're paralyzed, I don't want you to get bitten anymore. So I guess the only is there because I know her climb's really bad, so she's not gonna be able to climb in without also getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a route in I can find that
Afraid not. It is what you see.
Yeah. Oh. My health is still quite high, so I don't know if it's worth taking the risk or not.
Well, just remember, you risk getting bit and paralyzed as well. And then that would,
Yeah.
if you guys are
And then I'm both
paralyzed,
screwed.
then they're going to keep biting you, and then at some point, you guys both might end tragically.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
like, I can't
So
emphasize the risk of character death enough to you
yeah.
folks. It's Cthulhu
I'm
still.
just thinking, is there any other skill that I can roll that will help? Not really. Yeah, there isn't really anything that I can roll apart from Uh, yeah, because if I flamethrower, then I risk like
Yeah, I mean,
actually,
try and look at your possessions. Is there anything in there that could, like, maybe use some kind of innovative ideas? Think outside the box.
Oh, unless I distract them, because they're obviously going to try and bite things, right? So if I give them something bigger to bite, they will.
Well, it's a reptile, right? And there's probably hundreds of these in this big mound. So it's not like a hive mind, right? Is I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe what did you have in? I mean, let's spitball. What did you have in mind? How would you distract them?
So they were kind of around the area where there was lots of light. So I just thought something bright, throw that away from us, and then they'll go follow it because they'll be like, "Oh, pretty light thing," you know. Or throw something kind of like meat or something because then they'll want to eat it.
Right. Okay.
That kind of
Is
thing.
that what you want to do?
Yeah, because I'm thinking in my doctor's bag. Surely I would have. Unfortunately, they used to practice on animals, didn't they? So I might have some like meat in there that's been like
I tell you what,
frozen.
I'll throw you a bone. Remember when you guys were picking over the dead soldier's body and you got a can of peaches? Let's say you got a can of spam.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's do that.
Is that fair? You also found a can of spam off
Yeah.
that guy. So let's say you can
Yeah.
crack open that can of spam.
Yeah.
So
And a little
so what's your idea? If you got a can of spam, where are you gonna throw it? Like what direction? Like show me your ping on the map. And again, you just take your
Yeah.
mouse and you just left click the ping. Where do you think you're gonna throw the spam to try and get them to
Well, you
go there?
want them to be away from us, but if I threw it this way, like up behind us, I threw it behind like where we are, where we've just been, then they're gonna go past me.
Yeah.
So maybe throw it further down. For some reason, I
Well,
can't
again,
remember.
so this mound isn't completely covering the corridor, right? It's about what did I say, 6 feet up. There's a little bit of space at the top where you could see the light from the chamber behind, and where Kelsey saw the guy in the pit helmet. So I mean, you could do a throw roll and try and throw it over top the mound onto the other side. If that's and correct me if I'm not picking up your intention correctly, but if you're
Yeah.
to try and get them to move into the chamber,
Yeah.
is that your
Yeah.
idea?
Yeah. Because I thought if I throw it where we've been, then they'll have to get past me, and then they'll
Exactly.
risk them biting me.
Okay, so
Further
you're trying
down.
to throw it over here somewhere, right? On
Yes.
the other side of the
Yeah.
mound. All right, yeah, go give me a throw roll.
All right, great. Her throw roll is really bad as well.
Rescue attempt by spam. And this will be the first turn, okay?
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's big time failure.
No,
No,
I'm going to die.
the spam,
Spam
the
throw.
spam, yeah, bounces off and
You.
lands on Chelsea's chest.
Oh no.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
it does
Oh,
land on
what
the
if I
chest.
try? Um.
The good thing is that might help Chelsea for the next turn if the snakes are going to still bite them, or if they're going to bite into the spam. That might help Chelsea in a way.
Right.
Okay, so that's going to
I
be
don't
the
know.
end of turn 1. We're going to go to turn 2. And let me see. I'm just going to roll and see if the snakes go after the spam or if they try to bite Chelsea some more. Oh, that's pretty good. Let me just check their stats. They have 40 on their bites, so that's going to be a success. That's going to be their bite though. Their POW is 60. Nah, I would say if I was using POW, if I rolled a failure, then they would go after the spam. Since I rolled a success, they're still pissed off at Kelsey and they're gonna try and bite Kelsey. Yep. So now I'll
I'm too
do.
small to. I'm too big to eat. Damn it.
Oh, I know. But you piss them off and you're squishing half their families. You know. He's sitting
Oh
on
well.
Cousin George's face. Ay, ay, ay. Here, so let's
Oh
see.
dear. Yeah, I see how it is.
Yeah. Okay, so let me just roll. Wow, that's pretty good. That's obviously success. I'm gonna roll. Let's see here. Actually, I'll get you to roll. Maybe. I don't know. It's my attack. I should roll it, shouldn't I? Yeah. Okay. I'll roll 1d10 for damage. 5 points of damage. Can you roll 1d20 to see how extreme the poison is?
But I'm taking 5 damage, is what you're saying.
Yep. But I just want to see if you're gonna have any other effects from the poison. 3? Oh, with the low number 3, you're not going to be paralyzed anymore. So the
Thank God.
Well, I'm not going to be paralyzed because I only have 5 hit points left. So if I lose them all, I will have no hit
no,
points.
I'm sorry, I misunderstand. The rolling the 20 tells me how strong the venom is. If it's high, then it will cause effects like paralyzation. If it's low, then you're going to get a rash type thing, right?
I can handle a rash, but
Yeah. So you
how
still
many
take
hit points am I
you still
losing?
lose 5, but you don't
I'm
get any
dead.
of the. Oh, you do? You are?
Yeah, I
You're
have
down to
5 hit
0?
points left. I have 0. Yes.
Can I revive?
You can't, well, if
If you
you
can get to
get
me.
Is there any way to revive or anything?
you have to get to them first.
Okay.
So you're at 0
Okay.
hit points, is what you're telling us, hey?
Yep. Zippity doo dah.
Oh shit.
Okay, so otherwise you're paralyzed anyway, but Pulp Cthulhu at 0 hit points, the hero automatically falls unconscious.
Great. Well, at least I don't have to feel the snakes biting
Yep.
me. Great.
Okay, so you're not dead. Thank God. Okay.
You're unconscious. Yeah, and you're death and dying, so hero's dead. Okay. A hero is dead when they have been reduced to 0 hit points by a single attack equal to or greater than the maximum hit point. That's not the case. The hero takes a single wound equal. That's not the case. What is it in regular Cthulhu? Because I'm having a hard time finding it in Pulp.
In regular, that's pretty much dead.
Well, you're unconscious in Pulp. They give you that benefit, right?
That I'm totally happy with that.
Yeah, so
I
you're
would
just
be
unconscious.
delighted for Dr. Flo to
Uh-huh.
hopefully rescue my ass and bring me to a miraculous
Ooh.
doctoral method.
Okay, so I
What if?
mean, I'm looking at it and it says a dying hero must make a constitutional roll at the end of the next round and each round thereafter. If any of the con rolls are failed, the character dies immediately. So at the
Yep.
next, so this is going to be at the next one, you'll do a con save, just like a death saving throw in D&D, but
Yep.
you don't get 3 shots at it, you get 1 shot. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So it is Dr. Yo's turn.
Okay. So what if in my possessions, obviously with it being a doctor, you would have like bandages and things like that. Maybe extra like protective like padding and things like that, because like you would roll up an injury, wouldn't you? You do a, what's it called? Do you know what I mean? Like the massive plaster that's like really thick. Those things.
Okay.
You know? So what if I put those all over me, and then that gives me a little bit extra padding so that when they bite me, it doesn't go through my clothes, it instead goes through that.
You know, it's interesting you
And then
say that, because don't forget, you guys also collected a bunch of clothes for ropes from the dead bodies on the battlefield, and you had them tied up into a makeshift rope of about 8 feet. If you unbundle that and use it, say, as a tarp to cover up on the snakes to give you some protection to climb up onto the mound and grab Kelsey, that's a possibility. What do you think about that idea? Like, just expanding upon what you were saying about using your gauze. That way you don't use your medical stuff, because honestly, I don't think it'd be that strong. But military jackets and that sort of stuff, it's heavy duty. Do you want to try and do that?
Yeah.
Well, let's think of
My plan was to.
what skill would that be? Do you think? Just looking at your skill.
That could we use intelligence, because she's like figuring out how to put things together and like.
And it's got to be something physical. What do you think, Kelsey? I mean, you're more experienced as a keeper than I am. What skill would you say that was? That's kind of a weird. Oh, that's looking. Sorry, I'm looking through your sheet and moving it on you. Not credit rating. Too bad you're rich.
Depending on how you want to go, I might either call for a sleight of hand or possibly just a straight dex roll.
Sleight of hand sucks. So you know what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
We're gonna say it's a brawl roll, because it's almost like blunt force of putting the clothes on top. Does that work for you? Your brawl is 65. So just click on brawl, and let's see what you get if you want to do it.
Oh, God.
There you go.
I'm taking it. Yeah.
All right. So
We cleaned up.
you go ahead and describe what you do and how you do it, and that's a
Okay.
success.
So, Dr. Flo, she grabs all the clothing, the extra clothing and stuff, and ties it all together hastily because she wants to save her friend, but tightly so she knows it works. And she very carefully places it on top of the snakes so as not to like irritate them anymore or anything. Um, and then she moves, onto it very carefully so as not to irritate them and stuff. Hopefully, it chills them out a bit more because covered. And then moves over to Kelsey and just grabs Kelsey and pulls back away from the snakes, back to where we were.
Nice. Okay, move your tokens to where you want them. How far back you're moving away from the snakes. Okay.
We're gonna go about here,
And Kelsey,
so we have enough space.
Kelsey, go ahead and follow with your token if that's okay.
Thinking that's enough space to then heal you and not get, attacked again.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I was just looking at something else. I tell you what. It's 3:59. That's probably a good place to leave it.
Okay.
If that's okay with you folks, we'll leave it. So we're at the end of the second round, and you successfully rescue Kelsey off the pile of snakes. The paralysis will last 5 rounds. So we said the third, fourth, and fifth rounds that you're going to be paralyzed, Kelsey. Let's look at other dates. What is today? Today is this is the third Saturday the month. The third Saturday of October is the 21st of October? Am I reading that right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
just the way the numbers go. Yeah.
yeah, are you folks free that day? October 21st? We're very close to the end. We should be able to wrap this up next round for sure.
Awesome.
Cool.
Okay. I'm going to just stop recording just so we can talk about something else. So thanks anyone who's watched this. We're going to come back hopefully October 21st, and I'm going to start recording.